I'm Will Forge, and today we will forge, as always. Okay, so let's see. Let's get into this. Basically, we had made this before. I actually adjusted this ramp because I saw that Ripshade had started adding a corner here, but he was having trouble, or maybe I added it. Anyway, there was like a corner piece here. There was like a ramp corner piece that wasn't quite lining up, and the piece I had there was refusing to line up there. I don't remember if I had done that on stream and just said, well, I'll do that later or not. But basically, I solved it. I just made it this little setup here, and it works out just fine. But anyway, I also added some lights here, and a bunch of other stuff throughout the rest of the map. But anyway, right now, though, Ripshade had asked me earlier, hey, how do you get them, or he was amazed, I don't know if he asked necessarily, but he said that he was amazed at how I get them to be mirrored across perfectly, and because he was trying to mirror this over and was having some trouble. So I figured I could just sort of start this off today by showing how to do it as a good example for people who are similarly curious, and then whenever he gets on later, I might do it again with another area of the map. But for now, I was just going to copy this over. So to line it up, to make it, he was doing this so he could play test, by the way, so he didn't mind that it was imperfect at the time. He was just trying to make sure that it would work. And yeah, perfectly usable the way it was. But basically, well, actually, his was messed up because, in part, I think it was messed up over here somehow, and I think that what happened was there was some kind of server thing, and these concrete blocks were a little too far in, so they were kind of like poking out on this side and like eating up half of this thing. But anyway, of the rail. Unless he tried to do that and he was trying to create that line over here, but since it doesn't actually perfectly line up height-wise anyway, I'm not too worried about doing that, to be honest. Although if we did bring the whole thing up to the ground level, it is lined up here, but it's thinner vertically. So anyway, the point is, this is how you copy across. So yeah, you're gonna duplicate, flip it around, and basically just put it into itself. That's not right. It went too high. And mostly you're just trying to get the let's see. Let's try and drag it out a little bit this way, and then see if that'll get it. No, it's not snapping to itself. Okay, come on. We've got this piece is what's selected, and so it should be the one that is going to snap. So we're going to kind of go inside of here so we can see it. Oh, those two pieces are the wrong height. No, they're not. They're lined up. Oh, okay. I was just inside of it. Okay, anyway. The point is, we're going to go here. We're going to try and get that one to snap to an actual piece of the concrete. There we go. Okay, now we're at the right height, right? And we flipped around, we're rotated the correct direction. Right? We flipped around? Yeah, we flipped around. And then we just select over here, and we just get the X. And this is all I'm doing, is I'm minimizing the things that I have to do manually. So this is manual, but the magnets are, automatic. The rotation is automatic. So like whenever I copy, right? If I go and copy the original, actually, before, what I did was I reduced the amount of, situation by, I flipped it before bringing it over there. Because once I get over there, it's going to flip and do this. So instead of flipping it when I get over there, I flipped it over here. And then I've got to line it up so that I don't have to line up on the y-axis, which is this direction. So I snap it in, which I already had the other one there, but yeah. And then that also gives me my Z, which actually it doesn't give me my Z with this one because I didn't snap it to the right spot. But this one we just went through the trouble of getting the Z. So it's got the Z and it's got the Y, and all we got to do is the X, and it's already got the rotation. So now all that's left is to manually do the rotation, which coincidentally is... Wait, did I somehow select the wrong one? Did I coincidentally snap it to just the right magnet? Yeah, I did. I snapped it in just the right magnet point to center it with the old location, so it's immediately like that. And I'll just show this off again whenever Ripshade gets here, so I can show him that exact same thing. Assuming he's not here, I see people have joined. But and so now we've got our y-axis and our z-axis and our x-axis, and we've got the right rotation, and everything's working out great. So then that's the easy kind whenever it's flat like that. The hard kind is whenever you're doing it like this. I'm doing the rail this time because it might be easier to find the right magnet point on this one, given that it's the external component rather than an internal one. But yeah, let's see. Well, no, now it's just trying to attach that lamp. So what I want to do, there we go. What I would want to do is, now if I copy it over there, it's going to be at the wrong angle, right? So now I've got to angle it first, just like the other one. But what you want to do is find, so that it has the same Y, you have to just find the same magnet point. So like, you know, if you want to connect it, you can find this magnet point, for example, here. It just magnets it there. As long as you get the right one, because there's two of them right next to each other on this piece. And you got to get the right one, so you have the Z as well. The height. And this is where, like, bad magnet points come into play, where, like, you can very quickly accidentally end up snapping to a bad point because it just has a bad, you know, there are some pieces that have some really messed up points. God, just can't get this one. Because there's so many magnets inside of each other right now in these, it's going to give me trouble. Which is why I'm doing the trouble one, to show you. And see, we still don't have the Z. If you don't have the Z, then that means you're not on the same magnet point. If you're not on the same magnet point, then that means 2 achievements left. Oh, nice. If you're not on the same magnet point as, that's Aaron, he was talking about the, you know, the Star Wars game. So here, you would think would be the right magnet point, but it's not. It would be that one. Now, this might align correctly, but I don't think it will. Because we've got... Oh, I know why I'm having so much trouble. I rotated it the wrong direction. Oh my god. Yeah, so there you go. Perfect, easy, simple. There, now it's lined up. So that's lined up there, that's lined up there, because you want the outside to be on the outside. I was doing it completely wrong, that's why. That's why I couldn't show you how to do it right, is because I was doing it wrong. And then now you've got it in the right angle, so you've got your Y. Well, you know, you've got your Y-axis correct, because, you know, from that direction. You've got your rotation correct, and all you need left is your Z-axis is your Z location is correct because you snapped it there, and all you need is your X. And then you just manually put in the X, and it can go boom, and then you just, in this case, there's a it's off by 1. Oh right, it's supposed to -2, not add 2. My bad. Whoops, just 20. There we go. Well, it should have done it. Okay, I'm just gonna run into all the trouble apparently. I just remembered. Now we're seeing that. This is another problem. And the problem is that that is on the wrong corner. If you notice, it's down there. So, if that's down there and that over there is down there, then that means we're gonna be off by the entire width of this from that point to that point. Because this one's supposed to be over here, but it's going off of its version of its location for this side. So it's just always going to be, you know, really nice and confused. So what you've got to do at that point is, basically at that point, I think you would need to do it the way we were doing it wrong originally, because you need your rotation point, that's your origin point, to be back here, to be lined up with this origin point. But then, once you get over there, you're gonna need to fix your Z and your and everything like that. So it's a really good confusing. Here, I'll show you. I think this should work. No, not that. I think this should work just fine. Here I am trying to show it, and I happen to pick like the worst pieces, the hardest ones to solve it with. Yeah, see, now it's not even lining up there. Oh, I was supposed to add. That's what it was. I was supposed to add 2. I was right the first time. And nope. No, yeah. Okay, whatever. I picked the wrong pieces to give a good example with this from. Because, geez, it's just not wanting to do it. But, yeah, maybe this is why he was asking, because he was having the same trouble. Basically, I have that snapped there, though, on the other side. So because I got this one in the right place, you can just snap this one. The only difference is that I dragged it in to make that connect. So in a way, I kind of was doing it the hard way just to show you, basically, how it worked. But in reality, I made it harder for myself. Basically, there. That's all you need. Well, I think I did this, too. I think I dragged it in both directions. To make it look nice, and not just iffy. And I use mouse and keyboard to get that right. And it was... that's as close as it's going to get. I've considered, because of how rough it gets here, putting one of these lamp things there. But yeah, I don't know. I guess every single case is different. I guess that's the lesson, is that every single time you go to move stuff, it's going to be a little bit different from every other time. And it's a pain in the ass. You got to figure it out. But those are some of the techniques I usually use. I just couldn't get to work myself. Okay, so here's a good example of probably how it will work out just fine. So I'm going to prefab that because I want the light to move at the same time, but the light is not going to be my indicator, so I'm going to make the I deselect the light and reselect it so that it's no longer the primary. You can also just go into the X menu and switch it here between the two, but anyway. And that is because in this case the origin point is in the middle, as you can see, so it doesn't matter which way you do it. And you can just grab, well, let's switch this so that the X location is correct, and you just grab it and you put it in here and you place it there, and what was it, add or subtract 2? Now I don't remember anymore. Oops, I pressed delete. Alright, yeah, it was, I guess it was subtract 2. No, wait. You know, I'm just at a loss at this point. I have no idea what's going on, why I'm having so much trouble, and I don't know why he had so much trouble, and it looks like it's the same problem. Oh, man. Let's just nudge it until we get to the right spot in this case. So there you go. Every single time you do it, you gotta figure out exactly what's wrong. I'm like, here's a tutorial on how it's done, and then I'm like, nope, can't do it, can't figure it out. Sorry, everyone. There. Copied across. Though at least we know the Y location and the Z location are correct, and we just had to nudge it the last bit of the way. So there's a ton of different examples on how to get it right. With each of them. I did that with this one, and it came out to the exact right spot. This is in the wrong spot, so it doesn't look right. But that one is, I believe, in the right spot, as over there. It worked out just fine with that one, but for some reason over here, it had trouble. Don't know why. So that's, and then we're gonna prefab this, and like I said, that our middle one's in place. So in this case, we're going to just, but we might end up putting a ramp here, so this one isn't super important to get in the right spot, because we were discussing a ramp being added there. Where is it? Where did I get lost? Maybe I should have done this tutorial on a day I didn't wake up so early. Because I woke up really early today, completely uncharacteristic, and couldn't get back to sleep. And, yeah, so I'm a little bit, groggy. Because, Aaron, I woke up at 7 o'clock today, which is just insane for me. Okay, so now we're getting a little bit closer to, you know, having a closer to finished product. I put lights, by the way, up here. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I put these big old lights right there where people are going to be shooting out. I also adjusted this. It's not much, it's just a little bit of a slope there. And I'm planning on putting, which I will do now. I forgot to do this earlier when I was working on it. Because like I said, woke up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Decals. UNSC. Yellow striped. I think the yellow striped is the one I want. Oh, it's this one. Can get all achievements either later today or tomorrow. Nice. The rate that you get achievements is always bafflingly fast. It is very surprising and amazing to me. Guess I could have done a 15-degree angle. Okay, I think we're gonna go this way. And then I'm gonna drag it up with a mouse and keyboard to get the exact right location. Switch it to object orientation. Actually, I'm gonna put it right up against the lip. I think that's where they would put it in a real life situation. And then they put a yellow stripe across right here. Okay. Oh no. Had myself a little bit of a... having trouble controlling the camera all of a sudden. I wasn't this entire morning. And then all of a sudden I get on stream and I can't seem to control the camera. We're gonna bring this back and have it just barely not touch the wall. Because oftentimes the paint is done by the new guy. In these kinds of situations. Yeah, I like that. I don't like this now that I've got light on it. I think I might put that back into, like, embedded back into the wall. Because I originally had it more embedded. It kind of looks a little bit, iffy. A little iffy-waddy way. If you watch, what is it called, College Humor? I think it is. Is it College Humor? Or was it the other guys? Or one of the other guys? Oh, come on now. Where's my music? Oh, it's just this song. I really need to get this one out of the rotation. It's on random right now, and yet somehow, for some reason, it keeps selecting that one on random. Let's see. Okay, I feel like that's a little bit better, in my opinion. And we've got this slope here, so you're going to shoot up, and then that'll be like your indicator line. Like, you'll ignore this one, you'll get to the top, and that'll be your indicator. I put a little bit of a slope here, felt like that was really good. And now I want to put a keep clear logo, because there's one that is it called keep clear, or is it something else? Let's see. Hot surface, keep area clear, there we go. I think this one would be probably facing this direction. And then 45 degrees, and then we will figure out what this little angle is. It's gotta be like 15? No, it's gonna be less than 15. There we go. That looks right. And then, nope, put me in the middle. I bet it'll scale in all directions. Yeah. Ooh, we're getting to the finer details of this angle. Let's see. Snap to 1 degree. There we go. Keep area clear. I like that. I think I'm going to either drag it all the way to the edge. Yo, how's it going? Do you think I should scale it all the way to the size of this cube, or should I drag it here? Or should I drag it to there? What do y'all think? Actually, you know what? I might do this, and I'm going to use that cutout. I got an idea. There's like a caution red. Let's see. There's a caution one that has a box around it, and it might be the one we used up here. Let's see. Or it's got the text. Yeah, or it's got the arrows, I mean. It might be this one that I'm thinking of. Okay, where is this thing? Let's see. So, and then we might be able to do something like this. And put this here, but I think there's actually one that'll fit into this little opening with like a box shape. Let's do that. Let's look for that one. Caution falling hazard. Now that's a good one. Yeah. We should put that one really big on the wall right there. Oh wait, what am I doing? It's actually right side up. I almost turned it upside down. Let's see. Let's do this like huge right here. Yeah, that looks like something they would do for safety. And then we're gonna do, let's see, danger, fire risk. There's something here that, like I said, I think that falling hazard? What is this? Caution falling hazard. That would fit right in our spot, yeah. Yeah. And then we just scale it up. And that'll fit right there. And then we don't need this, the red one. Although the military probably would have some ridiculous, stupid redundancy here, where they would say, caution, caution. You know? This probably is something the military would do. I bet this is something they would do. That would happen because one of the administrators came along and said, that's in yellow. It should be in red. And required them to repaint another caution sign here. It's like regulations changed. Caution signs have to be in red now. You know? Or just some guy on a power trip. Let's see, this is one of those that doesn't want to go to the bottom. There we go. I think we want to go to the 1 and tilt it one more. So we have a good angle. There we go. Keep area clear. Caution! Caution. Does that seem too silly? Because this is totally something that would happen in the military. But it kind of does seem a little silly. So, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think no one's going to pay attention, and whenever they do, they'll be like, why? Or do you think they'll be like, yes? The question is, I guess, will people get it? Or would I have to explain it to them? Oh, that's totally something that happened in the military. You know what I mean? Would I have to be there to tell them for them to really get the joke is the question. Oh, I did this. And I did some lighting to make this room less dark. I accidentally removed my comment. Trying to type, lol. Giant falling hazard sign right there. Looks good. And then I put lights down here. And I don't know if you were in yet whenever I was doing it, but I went ahead and copied across to make it exact, and I was trying to show how to do that. I still haven't filled that in yet. I need to fill that in. Because I think that's about scaling this up, because it's the kind that has the slope there, and we can just snap it to that corner. But I want to make sure it matches the landing, like the floor too, so we'll have to figure that out. And I replaced this with a better version, because the other one had that weird angle there, and I was pretty sure I put that in there, but I wasn't sure if I put that in there or you did, but the point is that I was like, yep, I'm going to fix it and make it just like one giant piece with an angle there. So I think it looks better than the old one. Personally, like that triangle I had that was in the middle there, it was a perfect triangle, you know what I mean? So I wasn't too happy about it to begin with. Did I put this at the right angle? Maybe this is wrong. This one, no, that's right. Okay, I wasn't sure. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if I did this at the, like, if it needs to go one more over. That feels more correct. Does that feel more correct to you guys? Yeah, I think this one was wrong. Yeah, this one goes to the middle like like the other side does. I gotta angle it, or I gotta use the right kind of thing. Oh no, I'm losing my height. Okay, well we're about to learn how to do this again. Look at that. I was moving apparently by object and not by world. Let's see. Did you just remove all the pieces I placed? Yeah, I put that triangle there just to show you actually. All I did was I replaced these pieces and then I replaced the rails, but I did keep most like all the other pieces and stuff like that. A lot of them I just snapped to it. Mostly I had to copy it over because my side had gotten messed up and like the concrete was poking through on this side instead of being like a guardrail kind of wrap over like that. And yeah, so I had kind of, apparently my side was messed up before you copied it over, so then they were kind of both a little bit off, and so I was trying to fix them both at the same time. And yeah, okay, let's see if this is even correct. Yeah, exactly, so I threw off your side by being messed up, so I had to delete the rails because I had to fix my side too, but then other than that, all I did was this central line so that I could snap everything else to it. But yeah. Okay, so this should have been... Alright. So last time I tried to do it, I went in here. I did this with the other rail. That one over there, and it didn't come out right, and I wasn't sure why. But we're gonna try it again. That is a drastically different value. Why is that so different? Like, this is because somehow I selected the wrong piece, that's how. Or I grabbed its size. Oh, I grabbed its size, not its location. No, it is... That is so weird. Why is this one's X? Minus 10 point... And then this one's minus... They're right next to each other. I don't understand that. That doesn't make any sense. I'm confused and very wary of this measurement, but we're going to try it anyway. Okay, so we take away to when we're moving that direction? I keep forgetting because I keep changing up if I'm moving forward or back. Okay, I guess we add to. Yeah, that's right. Maybe? Yeah, see, my own methods aren't working anymore. I don't know what's going on. Like, they were working literally yesterday on the same light. This is like the one thing that I did copy over, I think it was, or something like that. Right? Like, I don't think I'm getting the right values here. Now it's 6 instead of 30. Yeah, this is really weird. Anyway, that's all you need, is to have the Y. Is it because one is a group? It might be, but that usually uses the parent one, this one, as your location whenever you do that, so it shouldn't be, but it might be something that I misunderstood. Did you see how that line isn't lining up with that gap? That's not how I originally had it. I had to where they would line up pretty much like that. It should be like that over here, but I might have messed it up earlier. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay, so it goes down a little farther, but this should still line up with the gap. Also, my height is all wrong here. What's going on here? Okay, so it's apparently 30, what? Oh, I think it's 37, if I'm not correct. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 37 to be one click lower, so I guess it's 38. There we go. Now it's perfectly aligned. It's 37 on this one, so that they don't have Z fighting right here. So there's at least some kind of overlap. And I might have to put a light there just to cover it up. It was working yesterday. It was working great yesterday, yeah. I know, right? So, what I explained at the beginning of today's video, that I was going to tell you again whenever you got in here, by the way, Ripshade, was to explain how, my mentality behind how I get it so precise is simple. And that is, I reduce the amount of work I have to do manually. So, like, I'll copy it. I'll do this one again, because this one worked out earlier. But basically, I'll copy it, right? And if I go over there, then this one's going to be backwards, right? So I've got to turn it around. But obviously, if I turn it around, it's going to be completely wrong. So now my Z location is totally wrong, but my rotation is correct. So then I come over here, and I snap it into one of the pieces, like, say, for example, there. So that they are both inside of each other. But the problem here is, I think, yeah, now... my Z location is incorrect. And I don't want to have to copy and paste my Z location, so I find a better weld point, like, say, that one. And even though this one is, you know, not right on the y-axis now, because it's, well, it's actually not the right one. Hold on. That one? Yeah, that one. Ah, I'm all over the place. Sorry. Okay, so now you can see that they're the same height. They have the same exact Z value. They now have the same exact Y value, so going this direction, they're exactly in the same place. And they've got this, in this one's got the correct rotation for that side, all at the same time. And that's all, like, really simple, because it's all automated systems, like snapping and stuff like that. Then you grab this one, you go to the X value, copy it. In our case, we have to add... No. Yeah, add 2. So we paste it in here. Yeah, we add 2. It is actually add. I just did it in my head to remember. And then you hit enter, and it should be in the exact spot as the other one that I've already done. And that should be your exact location. So all I had to manually do was put in the X coordinate to copy it across. And all the rest of that was like, you know, basically the automated systems of rotation and then snapping. And then after you got that, then you've got it in the exact same spot. And you can do stuff like, I did this one first so that I could then proceed. I grabbed this just because it wasn't snapped to anything, and I had just kind of eyeballed it over there, so I grabbed it with this piece. So whenever I got that piece in position, it's the blue one, blue outline, so I knew it was going to be in the exact right spot whenever I moved it over here. Basically, it's this object's point is there. So whenever I copied it, turned it around and moved it to this location and everything like that, it came with this and put this in the right location, which I think we have to adjust the door now, but only a little bit. And then after that, I had the 4 corners of this one to weld everything else to, so I didn't have to worry about anything. I wish I built my whole map like that, just to get everything perfect. Right? It's a lot. Feels like a lot of extra work. It is a lot of extra work up front, and but then in the end, it pays off, you know, significantly. So I need to find out where this will line up with the textures to scale this up and still line up with the textures. So I need to, I don't know how I'm going to do that because the weld points are all wrong. Let's see. It's basically just trial and error with this. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh boy. Well, I might have just messed this one up, because I think I just messed up its scale whenever I did that. Is the angle correct again? Oh good, it fixed its angle. Oh, actually, this one's gonna be tough. This one's gonna be real tough. Huh. That ramp by the door looks great too. Oh, thank you. I think I might have to redesign both sides a little bit to get this to, because remember, I've got to get rid of that corner, unless I want to put something there, an object there, like a light coming up. Like if we put a light coming up there and there, maybe it would make sense, but it wouldn't really necessarily look good, so I don't know. So this is almost perfect here. I kind of almost like how that's done. So we go and we, no, what is it doing? Oh, okay. Oh, my scaling did get messed up. Okay, never mind. Yep. It snapped back to being the wrong scaling. Okay. So now I've got to do it all over again. Over here. But only a little bit. Okay, so if I bring this out and then snap it to there, that's not bad. Kind of like that. The way that it's kind of like it's let me go a little bit more and then snap it there. Yeah. And we've got it on this part, right? Just to be sure. Yeah. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I like how that lines up there. That zigzag lines up with that one. Doesn't line up over here at all. But we have a few at least that line up very nicely, and that's mostly where people are going to be walking up, to be honest. They're not going to really come up here all that often. If they are, it's going to be because they're strafing and trying to worry about enemies, so they're not going to notice the floor. So yeah, we should be good there. I think whenever I redid the railing, I lost like 3 people who were viewing. Because I was redoing it again. But yeah. Okay, so now we need to make this line up correctly. Wait, what happened to my... Oh, no. This isn't correct. I've got to flip it this way to be accurate, and now it's not going to line up, I bet. Yeah, oh well. Let's see, I was thinking that... what's your thoughts are on that vent in the middle now? I almost feel like it makes the room too small. Removing it, and then for the Big Team Battle version, was as we could put drop-downs on the sides of the lift. That would work. Like, instead of, like basically go up here, like you could drop down that way. Here's another idea. So I found out that in Destructibles, this is like one of the coolest things I've discovered. Let me go to Destructibles and show this. This is really freaking cool. There is a... I can't believe I missed this. Destructible... vent cover. This is a destructible vent cover, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. It very much... yeah, it breaks, and you can go through it afterward. So what if, I don't think you can scale it, but what if we make the vent flat on the ground, right? And we just open and close this vent, so you still have to destroy it to activate it, to like sort of open it. Maybe make, let's see, or the lift. Maybe make the on-floor pieces touch the corner of that trial shape, or where that ramp turned them out a different texture there. That is a triangle. Okay, I need to reread that because I'm so extra tired today. It will be harder for me to get it whenever I'm reading something sometimes. Let's see. Maybe make the on-floor piece touch the corner of that trial shape, or where that ramp turned them out of a different texture. Okay. I am so confused. I think it's because there's like, because of punctuation, but do you mean put it over here? Is that what you mean? I'm just really, yeah, I'm like, blah. Or this triangle piece. You mean this triangle piece, don't you? Let's see. The on-floor piece touch the corner of that triangle shape, or where that ramp turned them out a different texture there. That is a triangle. Okay. Let's see. So that one piece you were trying to fix on the ramp with railings. Okay. I don't know exactly what you're talking about, and it's probably because I'm tired. Which piece specifically did you mean? Are you talking about a piece on this right now, or are you talking about one of the pieces like over here and stuff? What you're saying is giving me an idea, though. So let me try this really quick just to show you what this idea is. And I hope I didn't just grab a piece over there, because I almost hovered up there. But what if... let's see, where you were lining up textures on that floor and ramp. Oh, yeah. Oh, like a breakable duct there? Because that would be really cool if that's what you're talking about. What if we... we were talking about having a ramp over here, right? What if we made the ductwork the ramp somehow? Instead of opening like this, we have the opening on this wall right here. So like what if the ramp is there? What if the hole, the ductwork is right there, or something like that? You know what I mean? And so you power slide into it, and you can't actually get into it unless you're power sliding or crouching. It would be low, extra low, you know what I mean? Is that what you were saying? Like something like that over here? Let's see, where you were lining up textures on that floor and ramp. Yeah. Oh, you mean, wait, are you talking about that hole there? Like, use the hole as the piece? I am very confused, and it is probably, like I said, very, very likely because of how tired I am. Let's see. Let's see. Parent, let's go ahead and make this the vent. Yeah, that works. That'll make it snap a little better. Okay. So if we had, not literally lined up with the railing, by the way, the railing would be gone. So basically, like, a floor kind of like this, right? And then we have the ramp coming down like that. Like we had discussed before, you wanted to almost wrap around. And you're thinking about wrapping around and going straight into there instead of having an upward slope, right? What if we did that, and then we put a ductwork hole there and a ductwork hole over here, and we could even have the ground go downward, like slope down into the ductwork hole to sort of be like, it's drainage. It's not even ductwork at that point. It's actually a drainage pipe that lets this area drain. Well, it's not really raining, is it? It's not going to rain in here, so I don't know about drainage, but it would be an air duct, I guess. But the point is that it would be down low, and can you crouch enough to fit in here? Probably not, but so we'd have to put like a little, like we could put little slopes and then little vents right there to where you can like power slide down into the slope, into the hole. But I'm trying to grasp what you're talking about. You're saying make the floor piece touch the corner of that triangle shape where that ramp turned them out on a different texture. There is a triangle. Gotcha. I'm saying at the top of the ramp you have that Superman man-like shape. Oh yeah. Superman man-like shape, yes. Make that main floor on the right meet the corner of the ramp, then make that Superman piece a triangle and a different texture. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Now I fully understand. So we don't have to worry about this annoying kind of piece. You're right. That would definitely make it simpler. Is this one a triangle? I think it already is. Let's see. Why is it not telling me the name of the object at the bottom of my screen? I'm not the only one who sees that, am I? Okay, this is just the floor half that's angled. And I just textured it. So, we need an actual triangle to do that. Let's grab one so I don't have to make one. This is actually a wall piece, I think. No, that's an actual triangle. I don't know why the names aren't popping up, and that's concerning me. Do you think I should save, quit, and come back in just in case there's an issue with the map connecting to the network? Because if that's the case, then I could lose like all my progress, and that is not something we want to do. Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna do 16 and 16 because I've got the object in my hand right now, and then we're gonna figure this out real quick, and then we will absolutely do that because, yeah, I am concerned. Let's see. Let's go to, I guess, 15. Wait, let me just find out exactly what this is. This one is 16. I can't do rise over run in my head, and even if I could, I wouldn't be able to do it right now with how tired I am. So I'm just gonna do 14 by 14, and then we're just gonna snap that there and see how well that is. And then we're gonna go a little bit smaller. 13 by 13. There we go. That's as close as that's gonna get. Actually, I've got to go all the way into the wall. Never mind. I gotta clip into the wall, and I can do that, so that's not a big deal. Alright, let's save it, quit, and come back in. Okay, I still think you should have a button to make that bridge on both sides and have them go off every minute until someone selects the button again. Energy shield ones. Okay, the energy shield bridges. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, real quick. Like Forerunner bridges? Like Forerunner, like, hard light bridges style thing? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. Close the game. Reopen it, just to make sure my network connection is fresh with the server. You're talking about energy shield, or I mean, like the Forerunner hard light bridges is what you're talking about? Or are you talking about the energy shields at the doorways? That's what yeah. The two spots on both parts of the map jumping to middle of the base. Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the two that had the tunnels before, rounded tunnels before. I'm cool with putting round tunnels again if you guys want that. I did think that opening them up feels a little more Halo 2 style, and having them closed felt very Halo 5 style, which is more like shooting gallery and like platforms and like to jump off of and like hover around and stuff like that in midair. Whereas Halo 2 is like, no, we're going to have a gap that you jump across, and that's just a normal jump, rather than having to like hover and boost and thrust and all this weird stuff. So I do like how they are, but I'm also open to just making it a tunnel throughway as well. I think a button switch to trigger an energy bridge would be cool. Like CE. That would be cool. I am concerned, though, that would be... I don't think that the humans have reverse engineered that tech yet, and it might feel really weird to just shoehorn in a little bit of Forerunner into the middle of a bunch of UNSC. So we'd have to probably redo all the art, and we just don't have time for that before the 4v4 to, like, make that work. But we could do it, and then just be like... And then put, like, all these pipes going into them and look like humans have, like, salvaged this and put it in for some reason to this spot, and they're trying to reverse engineer the technology or something. But, yeah. What we could do, though, is script a bridge to just go like that. I actually had a... I'll show you in a second once we get into the map. I think I deleted it. But I wouldn't be able to script it, but I could script a different bridge to go there if we wanted to script a bridge. And that is this piece here. I had originally created this piece. And by the way, this piece is one of these. No, not that. It's one of these. You see this? Get the piece, get everything else out of the way. This giant wall with the ventilation in it and the cross line beam, cross things and stuff like that. I stretched it out and shrunk it and everything like that, and it became this really cool bridge with like the thing. I've been doing this black and gold with the ODST, with the ODST. I mean the what is it called? Oni building site. So I just slapped this here once. I literally just magneted it to that spot, and I was like, this is kind of cool. And it would be jumpable first. Primarily it would be a jump, right? Why was that so hard to just jump across? Is it normally a grab? I thought that was easier. You know what it is? I'm not letting myself get to the end because I'm trying not to jump off of the bridge. I'm trying to jump off the ledge, and then because the bridge is there, I'm jumping too early. Let's see. Yeah, that would be cool as well. That would be dope. Maybe the security door closes the flag window but opens up that ramp, or Zanzibar type bridge shooting button that makes the UNSC bridge. Yeah, like yeah, that would be cool. This was basically I threw that in there and I kind of liked it as a bridge there. Obviously it would have to be sloped. I think it's 15 degrees. Yeah, it's less than 15 degrees. It would be sloped like this, but it could easily just like come out of there. And it would definitely have to come out of that floor because logistically, we put all this glass here and all this plant life here. We don't have room for a bridge over here anymore, unless it can look like something that, you know, comes out at like comes out and then comes out and then comes out and then, like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. Okay. So something like this would be cool, and then we could just like, and then we can make it like disappear. Unless you like it more, you know, literally like this, where it's straight and you have to jump up to the ledge, but I don't know. Maybe have the one side deploy the ramp while the other side deploys stairs. Oh, yeah. A ramp could fit into this little chunk of concrete here very easily. I'll look at the more finished side. Could easily fit inside this giant chunk of concrete, and it might explain why they don't have the plants going all the way to the doorway, like why they have that there. By the way, I had this here as a button for opening and closing the door. I could literally just script it to say, when this, which is it is a destructible piece, when that takes damage, the bridge goes across, or when that takes damage, the bridge, you know, retracts. Either way. But yeah, no, you're right. If we did like a staircase come out of there and a bridge come out of here, that'd be really cool. Yeah. And again, it wouldn't be able to be this bridge because that bridge is scaled, so we can't use it, unfortunately, for that. But we can find something of roughly equivalent size, and make it go over there. Where it's a good one. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, exactly. You know what? You know, make it probably a great bridge. Let's see if it is the right size for this. I didn't think about this until just now, but there's actually a piece in here that I use every now and then, that I actually used outside the building, out on that piece that pokes out of the Oni building. I haven't worked on the Oni building at all today. Maybe I should just go copy it as an object and then scale it back down, because I scaled it huge. Here we go. This is one of them. There's two of them. and one of them might fit here. So I was thinking maybe if it's the right size, but I don't think it is. It looks like it's too big. I was just thinking this would make a great bridge that could extend across and have like this cool like upward slope. That's way too thick. There's no way. It would make a good bridge in some map, though. You know? I haven't even replaced these with the round doors yet. Jeez, I gotta get on that. Unless y'all want me to keep it as the angular doors down here because now that it's you know, or for some reason. Maybe we should add that later after fixing the rest, like if we have the time in the end. You know, that's a really excellent point. We might have to leave this open until after this Forge Hub contest and then start upgrading it. Like I ended up having to art this area because we were trying to add it as a little cool area to shoot from and to be able to go through here. And I realized as I was doing it, I was like, man, we're trying to get to this Forge Hub, and like this really basic arted area where I threw like a, you know, fire hose, little fire escape style ladder that can descend down, you know, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, this is so much extra work that I gave us for no reason. Like, well, it is a reason. It's a really cool addition to the map, I think, to be able to come up here and you can, like, for a couple seconds relocate to anywhere on the map. I think that's a really cool idea, but it's just, yeah. Oh, by the way, I was doing this yesterday. Entrance, get inside, I am going to die. And then like, little air filtration, like this will refill the air for, that's part of the thing. See, I don't mind the bottom not being round, but up to you. Those things you add were small stuff too. Yeah. And I think they were mostly supposed to be for the big team battle section, but then after they started playing kind of cool with the normal, basically because it's like there's like external sections and internal sections in the art, I had to like build like walls like this to try to make it make sense. So you can't jump straight down in there if you come up here. You can jump straight back into the middle, but you have to come through here before you can jump down into the base, which I think kind of balances some of it. Kind of gives you a little bit more of time before you have to, and like thought, and then that also brings you closer to death. As you just saw, we got to like 2 seconds as I counted down. So I kind of like it. It kind of forces you to come around and then turn, and then instead of jumping straight down into the base, you know what I mean? I don't know. You let me know about this. And then I was going to put, by the way, this is where I was going to, for your own visuals, that's where I was going to work in this style of roof, where I was going to put flat glass panels, or one really big one probably, with these cross beams, and then like, you know, pipes and little basically just giant boxes, just giant sticks crossing through each other in a very, you know, support hash mark, you know, style of layout. I don't know if you can see this, I just realized. Oh yeah, you can, cool, on the stream. And that's going to be the roof of this room. So whenever you look up through this hole, you'll see that kind of roof, and then like this upper balcony, this upper area was the idea. So, and I thought I cleaned this area up to where I had a wall there that was just right, but apparently I did not. Don't know why. But yeah. So this room's going to be like really basic and probably mostly empty. Yeah, that ceiling though. Yeah, exactly. I'm really looking for that. Oh wait, this one? This ceiling with these things? Because those are terrible. Or did you mean that roof? Because I'm looking forward to putting in that roof because I think it's going to be cool. I don't mind the bottom not being round, but it's up to you. Yeah. I think that we could theoretically, really quickly... Oh, I haven't adjusted this one's location. Or did I? No, I did. But the ramp is not right? Is there a gap here? No, it's not. There's not a gap. There's just a concrete block right here. Okay, I think that you had fixed this. That this wasn't supposed to be like this, and this concrete block is off-center, and I think that's what's going on. And it's one of those pieces that I still need to come in here and grab this piece. It's so much more difficult to get to now, by the way, because in case you ever need to use it, you gotta like hover inside the glass to select it. But yeah, in case you decide to straighten anything out, there we go. That fills that back in. Okay, so yeah, these are all set to concrete anyway. We just have to probably change coloring of it to fit something. Like maybe that color. Why is that visible? I don't think that's visible over here. It is. Okay, I'll fix that. I'll just put a little sloped piece there. Like, is that sloped? I can't tell if there's a slope piece or if this is another wall. It is another wall. Okay. Yeah, I did that a lot here, so I'll just do that. I can just do that really quick and it'll feel like part of the same room because it's so... Because the room already did this as an aesthetic. Wait, this is correct. Yeah. And that should basically cover it up really quick and easy. I'm gonna find a wall over here to snap it to. There we go. And then we just bring it out. There, it's gone. Problem solved. Let's flip this over and extend it this way because I think it's going to extend out the wrong direction. Yes, in fact it did. Done. That roof. This map is amazing. Yeah, our map is turning out to be epic. Yeah, that's what I mean, this isn't exactly what I envisioned, obviously, but the moment I got into your map, like, this is basically what was in my head whenever I saw the way you built it. I was like, this is so cool. I can feel, like, the way these rooms are. Like, mainly, it was, like, this room especially, like, immediately was exactly what I ended up putting, like exactly what I built it as here, with the, art here. Is like, I immediately was like, this is a loading and unloading zone, and that's a gate. And I was just like, it's absolutely, that's what this is. But yeah, we've almost got everything done. I still have to copy this over, which is going to be a pain because it's so detailed out already. And I do have to copy over the glass. Or I mean, not the glass, but the other stuff. I've actually got this box almost done. I was doing that yesterday. This refused. This is what I was working on, right? This was one of the last things I was working on at one point, and then I went off to go chase a bit of inspiration somewhere. I think it was the, this is my problem, is I'm like, it's like an, you know, this is why, like I said, I'm almost a certain, definitely ADHD, is, I was in the middle of doing this, copying those pieces over to here, one by one, and either that's whenever I jumped into my other map because Aaron was in the chat and I was like, yeah, you know, Ripshade's not in, I'll go back over there whenever Ripshade gets in. Or it was either then or it was whenever I came up with this idea and I just jumped over here and started doing this. So yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. I think I'm going to delete this. This ended up, I realized they would need to be in here because this is the airlocked area. So yeah. Your thought process and problem solving is incredible. Well, thank you. So, ooh, what is... My music just cut off on me. How dare you. Deference for darkness. It's either the menagerie or deference for darkness every single time it cuts off, it seems. I don't know if maybe that's just me, but, like, that's literally the one that I brought up yesterday whenever it happened. I was like, hey, it's deference for darkness this time, and then it turned out to be, yeah. Anyway. Okay, so... I think something like this. The idea is that's where the air comes out, and this is a giant air tank. Why is this scaled so weird front to back? Okay, I think that's the case over here too. I think I need to fix it. Like, the tank looks weird. I think it's because I shrank it down, and I didn't shrink it this way. Yeah, that's much more rounded. And fortunately, it also scaled in the right way to where I didn't have to reposition it on that one. That was very convenient. And I wonder if that was intentionally done on this particular piece. They were like, "Yeah, you're gonna want to scale it sometimes." So there we go. Even though that kind of implies it's toxic, but maybe in this case it's telling you to put on a spacesuit before you go outside. Who knows? I don't know. Not me. And then I'm going to copy all of this biohazard stuff, and not biohazard, but just general hazard. And snap it to here. No, snap it to here. And then do the same on this one. I like that these aren't effects. Like, the door is an effects. Is one piece of it, you know, one thing made of effects. But these caution hazard signs aren't. They're just, you know, decals, so they don't actually take up a bunch of budget. Like the door itself does. So like having to putting all of this additional stuff on the door is like, you know, 0.01% of the budget. You know what I mean? Even though the door itself might be like a whole 0.1. You know what I mean? Like it's 10 times more expensive, so yeah. Curious, are we gonna leave all the rough Big Team Battle layout, or are we gonna make it look like a rocky space rock, then do that layout later? I think we should just make it look like rocky, and maybe even, you know what we could do? We could actually select all these objects and hide them, and just put a bunch of rocks out here that just look decent for a rocky space station or whatever. And we don't even necessarily have to have the door, the hole, or like even a walkway looking thing or anything. We could literally just come out here and just slap a bunch of rocks there and make it be like that building in the middle of a bunch of rocks. Unless you think that we should do something that sort of like advertises that there's more to it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you like this, but I thought it was kind of cool, so I ended up doing it. I had this completely blocked off, and then I filled in, and then I was like, what if I just orient it to line up perfectly and make it like a little, you know, exit to the doorway. And I was thinking I would leave this to you. For now, I'm just gonna leave this as like a we can jump off. But if you ever feel inclined and you come up with an idea of how to block out a good cover up here, or lack of cover, however you want to do it, that makes it to where you can, you know, firefight somebody who's up there from over here, or potentially even down here. Like, I feel like we need something to throw grenades at so that you can nade up onto here from down here, because otherwise people are just going to constantly camp up there to shoot you. And I think being able to nade right into the middle of the platform, you know, because of some kind of awning or something like that. For example, that's just one thing I was thinking. And you can just figure out a nade against that wall from here, but it's just down there that it's a little harder. If we could do that, then that would be great. But that's the only thing I was thinking. And then anything else you want to do, like if you want to put railing here, we could do that. If you want to like put some kind of rounded cover, like I will say that I tried one of these up here, and it was kind of cool, but it kind of just defeated the purpose of the whole thing with it being so wildly overwhelming. So I was like, maybe not. And I tried to make it shorter, and then it was just like, that's just really thick looking and weird, so I ended up deleting that one. But if you like this, I don't know if it's too bad now. It actually looks totally different whenever I did it at the time. But yeah, I'll let you do that. I'll let you do some block out there. That third level in the middle, see that spot. This level, this part can see people standing up there, for sure. Let me see if I can put a Spartan up here. I'll put them right in the doorway so you can really get an idea of how far they can see. Because I think you can get a headshot right here. If you're here, yeah, you can get headshots from here. I really need to just spawn in a new one of these guys. It's not green, because I did that green one for up here. And now they're like so green, they're like blending in with the background. The top ring of middle. Like, can that spot see there? Oh, the top ring. Like, wait, do you mean this part? Or did you mean literally? You should add a barrier to the roofs unless the doors are going into space. Let's see. I think top ring of mid. Which one are you talking about? Yeah, that part. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So, this part cannot see through there because of the doors. Basically, door, and you can hop down there, or you can come through here. And that's how it's kind of set up right now. Yeah, that part. Yep. Okay. So basically, you can run through there and then come out here, and then you hop off down there again. Oh, I need my hazard sign here, actually. The caution hazard sign might be a little bit misleading on when it comes to these doors. They're mostly just here for show, because I don't have a door here at all. Oh, okay. I need to get both. I definitely need that. Oh, wait. No. Well, first off, I want to select that first, because I'm pretty sure that makes it to where the rotations don't get messed up whenever you copy it. Whenever you copy dynamic objects, rotations get messed up, and I'm pretty sure that makes it to where it doesn't happen if you have that as your main one selected. I don't even have the floor properly cleaned up, but we'll do all that in a bit. Okay, and then we gotta basically, I just eyeballed the center of these because they were pretty simple to do. So it's a nice box, so it's really easy to eyeball. But yeah, okay. So basically, that'll caution you to come in here, and because there's that soft kill zone for now. it's just going to be lots and lots of caution signs being like, hey, remember you're dying. So I guess we'll just do that. But later, I want to make it to where the inside here is maybe doesn't have the, I don't know. Well, yeah, we'll see. Okay, make it feel more closed, and going into the doors is going into space, reasoning why you get that warning to return. But if you don't have roofs in the normal part of the map, what makes it closed off versus space? So this area is going to be open. This would be open if not for these airlocks being open, right? This is going to look like a shutter door that closes, and normally is an airlock that closes. And the idea is just that basically the whole thing is in space right now, but that these doors are being like, are kind of like freaking out, being very confused about the whole situation, because they're like, whoa, we got, you know, there's space out there. You got to be forewarned. You see what I mean? Like, you're going into a vacuum. You better have your suit on. So I was just thinking that basically this visual of this caution hazard is mostly to be like, yeah, no, don't go out there. You could suffocate. Can you change those shield colors? Oh yeah, I think we can. Would you like a different shield? Oh, you want something that's like more caution-y, probably. We could do, for example, or did you want me to try and color match it to the ones in Halo, what do you call it? Halo Reach, where on the on that space station, Anchorhead or whatever it's called. But yes, I can do all of them right now. Oh wait, there's a few more. Let's see. So those I could maybe recolor, and that would make the room darker. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I think I might have to recolor these to match on their own, separate. These wouldn't be the door ones. But yes, what do you want me to do about the doors? Do you want me to make them yellow or red? I was wondering if it would be weird that one side was red and the other blue, or would that be weird? I don't know if we can do that to where one side is a different color like they were I remember in Halo, I know in Halo Reach they had an energy door that had red on one side and blue on the other, but unfortunately I don't think we can do them on separate sides. And if we put two of them there and have one on each color, their light will shine through each other and then change each other's color, and it would be kind of weird. It would be doable, but it would be weird. And one other thing is that they're also FX, so they're very expensive, so doubling all of the number of them might be bad. But if we do want to just shift them, like you can have two colors, like for example, if we did like a yellow, like the caution tape sign, you know what I mean? Let's see, I meant like red side has red shields and blue side has blue, just for team sides. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. That would be doable. Right now, I am only grabbing... What if we did like a really subtle... I wonder if we can do like a really subtle, like low energy red and blue. You know what I mean? To where it's like almost like a... let's see. So it wouldn't be like too... Like if I go like full-blown crimson, it might be a little odd looking. But if we go with like a lighter red, like... What if we did like this? Almost like pink. With red side, and then almost not literally pink. This looks like pink, but this is like kind of like a faded red look, you know. And I think it's the red side that I've been building all this on. I think this is, yeah, this is red base, I believe. Oh wait, I can look by the pipes. Which, by the way, I made them shiny so they'd be dark for now, so they wouldn't be so bright. But otherwise, they're basically the same. But yeah, so red side, red base. It'd be kind of this orangish, or do you think I should go full red? Like this. That's a subtle red. And it's dark enough that it's not too bright. I like that. What do you think? I mean, like, red side has red shields. Yeah. And then, yeah, okay, so what if I did this one? A orangey kind of color. Let's see, because maybe since the security is breached on that side, the shields are damaged too. Yeah, that could be the case. That would definitely make sense. This is very red now. Let's see. Should I do a base color for this one that's the same on both sides? Like I could do yellow or almost white. Oh, here's a good... I kind of like that. That's basically dark yellow because of the way that the light is, it's emitting light, so it's kind of shifting it yellowish, even though, because brown is just dark yellow. which is something that blew my mind whenever I finally realized it. Like a year ago, I was like, wait, brown is just dark yellow? And humans just see it as brown? They just perceive it differently? But yeah, what do you think about that? And we can use the same yellow on the blue side, but then have the blue on top of the same yellow. So it's kind of like a yellow, kind of like caution tape, plus a color, a team color. What do you think? Or do you think that we should do a different color for the secondary and just do another like really crimson-y, like deep red kind of look? Let's see, looks good. Okay, cool. So I'll try that, and then we'll also try it on the blue, which this one is the only one I think I have on the blue side right now, and I just changed it to this one. So we got the yellow. Let's change the red to a blue color. That might be too blue. Maybe not. I think that would match Anchor 9, which would be a cool thing to match to. What do you think? Yeah, whatever you think looks good. Okay, cool. But yeah, this one almost, look at that color. It creates like a rainbow. Whoa, is that an effect because of the two colors we picked? Like those two, that blue and that orange are somehow like creating a rainbow as they interact with one another? That's crazy. Or is that just literally something that's always on that shield and I just never noticed it before? Yeah, no, it's just solid blue here, but with these two colors, it's creating a rainbow effect on that line. It's got like, it's like, am I imagining that? It looks like it's got green and yellow and blue in that like lightning strike there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep this blue because it's just so cool. Because of how cool that is, I'm keeping this blue as this door. Yeah, we're good. I also just realized it allows you to color shift all the doors even though they're different scales. You know how whenever, like, if you pick like a, you know, this wall is a different kind of wall from this wall or whatever. Well, actually, they might be both floor half. Yeah, those just coincidentally are the same one. But like, okay, I've got, I think here I put wall cube standard, and this is floor half, so I can't change their swatches together. But the energy shields, no matter what size they are, apparently are all the same color, which is interesting to me. I mean, all can be scaled correct, like color swapped at the same time. Not all are, but all can be color swapped at the same time, which is interesting. I didn't realize that before. And I wonder if that's going to translate over to the new effects they're adding in the next season. Oh, red alert security and no alert blue. That's going to look cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. And I had already kind of done that with the lighting here, where this light is boxed into this energy shield and it lights you up red whenever you're standing in it. It's like super red. I should move him into it just to show you what I mean. But before I do, I could prefab all of this so I could reselect it, but really quick. Like, see how red, that red underlight that he gets while inside there? So that's basically, that's going to happen whenever you walk into the security, like, grid, or like scanner. And then this side, should I just match the same color? I was not going to, but now I almost feel like I should because of how cool it came out. Let's see. I forget which one we went with. It wasn't the salmon, right? Or whatever this is. It was a different one, right? Well, I prefabbed them so that I can easily reselect them. So it was that one right next to the salmon. Right. It's like a deep orangey red. And then the yellow. I feel like this should look different. So maybe not the same exact yellow, but I'll try it and see. Just because I don't want it to be exactly the same. And then, like, you know what I mean? And be super samey to the other energy fields. So maybe I should pick the salmon one here. No, that doesn't look like a red alert for security. Maybe redder. I don't know. Maybe that's where I'll go to this deep red up here and get like a crimson, like a really dark. All right, I was gonna grab a darker one anyway. Look, the lighting is still baked to blue because of the way this thing was glowing before, but now it's not glowing that way anymore, so we had to rebake the lighting. I'm not gonna do that while we're on stream though this time because that was a lot of yeah, I'm just gonna go all red on this one, just darker reds, so that than the blues were before, so that we end up with actually I might even just do dark red. Ooh, that one's too dark. I think that works. Let me see. It's almost invisible now. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go to this dark red, because that one you can see. And maybe this one needs to be a little bit brighter as well. But yeah, whenever we rebake this, the room will be all red, and that'll be really cool. And that'll make and actually the shields will all make red lights onto the walls and the floors and all that stuff for these doors on the red side, and they'll make like blue light all over the floors and the walls and stuff like that on the blue side. So we'll actually get that subtle, you know, thing we were going for. So that like we were talking about a long time ago about someone did that I'm trying to remember, but yeah, someone did like, oh, his Red Nomster had just done a video. Oh man, I didn't even try to create this. Oh, is this a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, you could just go through here, so it's not really that much faster, but it's somewhere you could jump onto and then shoot down from above. And it's still in the soft kill zone, so it's not going to be a problem. But you could cross the map really fast from there. It's literally Star Wars, lol. Yeah, right? Oh, really? So, what do you think about that just now? That little accidental, you know, skill jump, I guess? Little pathway? I don't know. I don't know about it. I don't know. Might be good, might not be. I think that now that that glass is there, this needs to be where this goes. He's going to a hole there. If we're gonna have it. If we're not gonna cut this entirely, but I really like it, so I don't know if we should. So we were talking about turning this around and scaling it to be that thing. Like that is the crane right there. So that's gonna be really cool. IMO. But yeah, okay. I'm wandering around now. We gotta do something that is productive. I'm like, I know we were just doing things that were productive with the shields, but I feel like I just lost track of what I'm doing, and now I need to do something productive, like finish this, or move over here and do this, or something like that. Like the roof here. By the way, I think in the end I want this to go to here and then go that way, and maybe have more windows, like this window, where you can kind of see out and see the environment out there. Or we could even do, or I could cut it short and put another airlock here, and like make this a balcony that wraps around to where you could technically see outside the map. I don't know, it's up to you. What do you think? Also, you know what, maybe what I should do right now is build these gates, because the gates, I mean, it'd be 2 of them, they'd be very quick, and I want the very large, like, airlock looking, like massive mechanical airlock looking thing going on, and it needs to be animated, so I need to make it to where it's something big that can be scripted to move, so it can't be scaled either, which is, yeah, always a tough part. Or it can be a bunch of little things that move out, actually. If they all move simultaneously, that would work too. But, yeah. Can that middle spot on the top mid still shoot middle, or is it closed off from mid? Mostly traversal routes and just to counter top left. Yeah, I blocked off the glass because I needed to feel like an interior space, because otherwise these airlocks aren't doing anything. So, but then also this area didn't exist before, so I wasn't sure what to do with it. But yeah, basically I gave some cover on the corners and then just railing in the middle, and I blocked that off, and I was going to do a shutter door looking thing here that would close down and be able to close off this entire section. Basically like a garage door, but like an airlock garage door, you know what I mean? Like the kind that rolls up or something. In fact, what might be a good start... Where did I put one? I think I have one in the map somewhere. Oh, that's right, it's in here. Maybe a good way to just copy it so I don't have to go find it again in the inventory. One of these is a great... I love this bulkhead. It's great for, like, the tops of areas. And you could theoretically just snap one here and then scale it out and make it look like something that would close. But for now, I'll just stick it there. But yeah. The main thing is that this one... Let's see, I say like mimic everything over, and then we add the fine details like editing the Kong telescope lol. Yeah, so like you can still shoot across from here, And the only thing you can't see from up here is actually those things, which aren't used in the 4v4 anyway. But basically, you should still be able to get across from here, and I think... Well, before this railing was here, you could still chuck a grenade all the way across. Let's see if it still works. Okay, yeah. You can still get a grenade all the way across the map, too. So, yeah, we're good on... I think we're good as far as, like, that is concerned. And then I think... I wish there's a middle... On every object that scales in both directions at the same time, there should always be a middle snap point, because otherwise you can't, like, center it and then scale it to match. I'm basically thinking about making it poke out or something. No, that's too much. No. That's not what I want. I want to do, I think... Why won't it let me magnet to there, to this corner? That one. That's the corner I want. Weird. Will let me go here. Why is it doing that? Okay, weird. That might make grenades a tad bit harder. Maybe make it a tad bit shorter. Yeah, I can do that. In fact, I could replace this with this bulkhead to where there's more clearance. Because right now, you basically have to literally... Oh, I can just center this by... I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no, I can't. Wait, what? Why is... Oh, that's size, not location. That's why. I was confused for a second. Okay, and then we're going to snap this to a good height. And then we will scale this up. Is that the correct one? Nope, that was the wrong direction. There we go. And then, bring this back in. And then we can bring this up. Oh boy, it's going the wrong direction. We can make it look like this. And actually, let's go down to 3.5 and then go all the way up. And then let's see how that works as far as like grenade distance. That feels a lot more open. And you can get all the way to the wall and everything like that. Make that block above it half short, then put that there. Yeah, like I can embed this up into there. Yeah. So what to do that, I think I'm gonna have to flip it over because it's actually a wall, so it will scale correctly. And then I just need to snap it to a good height so we can literally embed this up in there instead. And we'll just do that, and then we'll switch it to 1 to center it, and then we'll grab these and bring them in. And then I'm thinking this is probably an exact measurement, so I probably can just tap it to make it go to an exact spot. There we go. And then we can scale it down to the floor. Oh, right, it does that. I forgot about that. Kind of feel like, what if we go, whoops, like this? Well, would that look bad, or is that good? I don't like that that doesn't go to the edge, but then it does go to the edge here, and I wish that we could, that it had like, yeah, no, never mind. We're gonna bring this back up. I think that the best bet would be to put it like that, embed it in there, and maybe adjust it on the Y. Nope, no, we need this thinner, and then adjust it forward on the Y. And then adjust. Yeah, I think, right? Okay. Sort of getting there. I want to line up with that corner right there, so I need to bring it in here and then go forward. Oh, nope, forward this way. Actually, just need to go forward and then line it up now with the scaling. There we go. Okay. And then I might have... go one more in and then one more up. There we go. Okay, now it fits pretty squarely in the middle there. What do you think? Make that block above it, or that. Half short, then put that there. Okay, I thought that's what you meant. So now you said or that, and I'm like, okay, I thought that's what you meant. That's looking great. Okay, cool. I thought that's what you had meant. I might make this one half short as well, and then make a better transition between this and this column and there, and then up into that with a bunch of different blocks. But for now, we can just leave it like this and worry about beautifying that a little better later, because that looks a little bit sloppy to me. Like very Halo 5, you know what I mean? But it's close, you know what I mean? Like, I wish this cut off at an angle there, and to do that means I'm going to have to put a triangle piece there. But I also like having this dark spot at the top, which I don't mind it shifting in thickness. I think I did that somewhere else, right here, and it looked really good, whereas like the thick line and the thin line above that part. So the thick thin looks pretty good. In fact, it kind of frames the bench that I stuck right there, so that's pretty good. I don't know if you want to, whenever you're looking at the map next time, whenever you're in it, you can maybe drop a weapon up here or something like that. But yeah, let's see. The railing on top needs scaled to, or that black trim, I mean. This black trim? Because oh, do you like that? Oh yeah, yeah. I think you and I were just thinking about the exact same spot at the exact same time. By the way, this is just asphalt. I didn't even adjust it. Like, I know it's silly, but I literally just left it as asphalt. Okay, this needs to come back down, and because apparently it got adjusted upward somehow. Okay, that's better. I copied it from down here, and it looked so good with the black stripe up here. I just left it. And it kind of just looks like another kind of concrete they poured or whatever, and I just left it. But it's basically just the asphalt that's supposed to be down there. So, yeah. I was going to make this area airtight as well, which is why this is going to be a... Oh, I think I might... I don't know. I'm kind of confused about this. Should I make this area airtight or put like a shutter door here and make it to where this area was open? Looks like tar that they placed at the base of windows. It's cool. Yeah. I like it. I think it's pretty interesting. So yeah. So as you can see, I put this glass here, which of course forces you to go around before you can jump back down there, which I think is a good idea. But I was originally putting it there because I was going to put a roof on this, and then I realized I put this glass to look down into here, and I could change that. That doesn't have to be glass. But you let me know what you think I should do with this, because I really liked the idea of this being like a giant double airlock door that leads to, you know, that so the vehicles could go through, but both of them are open whenever we open them up. You know what I mean? We don't even have to open the outer one. We can just literally open and close the inner one, because that's the only one we have to scale, you know, like to script it that way. So the outer one could even look different, and it would be kind of cool to have like two different kinds of doors. But anyway, so yeah. I kind of like that the courtyard areas are exposed because there isn't many spots like that. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Oh, that's right. The final thing that made me go, okay, I can't make it exposed, is because we wanted the crane to be going down in there. And if there's a roof, the crane can't get in. So yeah, it's got to be exposed. So this glass is now just sort of like a divider, and I kind of like it still, and I think it looks good, but I just was letting you know that that's kind of a weird thing. Hey, what's the name of the stuff the needler ammo is made of? Blamite. It's made of blamite, which is ridiculous and hilarious and great. Oh, by the way, I did a repeating thing over here. I took that idea and I did a similar thing here, but I did more pipes, less layers. I think that looks pretty cool, personally. But yeah, the needler ammo is called blamite, and it, brilliant naming convention. Okay, so yeah, courtyards open to space, and I kind of like how dark they are too. I kind of don't even want to add lights in here. Like, I don't know about you, but it just looks cool. Oh, also, I made this and this. You can just kind of immediately delete this, and I fixed it up to where you can come through. So whenever we're ready to add that path back in. I didn't fix up this side yet, but this side is fixed up and ready to go for whenever we want to. I could do that right now, actually. It's not that hard to copy this over, because it's literally just this would snap there. Let's see. Looking good. Oh, awesome. Yeah. So I think I deleted this and replaced it with. I think I would probably have to delete both of these. Yeah. Okay. This should delete, and then if I just do this and that and that. Actually, I'll select that last. Make sure it's selected last on the thing. Let's see. I've been saying AZ Wilco's name popping up all over the place since watching the stream. Yeah, as Wilco. I always pronounce it wrong. I might just have to keep doing that because I can't seem to get it right. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's looking insane. Yeah, as Wilco is like, yeah, he's getting big. Because, like, honestly, I think he's getting big. Because he's just doing so well with everything. Okay. So does this look enough like a garage door? I don't know. I don't know. It's like, would that open and close? Does that feel like it would open and close? Or do we need to make like giant panels that are like layered on top of each other to look like they would go down and lock into place, and the next one go down and lock into place, and the next one go down and lock into place? That might be cool. Yes. I think you're talking about as Wilco, but I don't know. Maybe you're telling me that maybe you're answering the question I just asked because of the timing. I don't know if it's, you know, on YouTube, the YouTube delay. But let's see. Okay, if we had... What is a good piece that looks like a big old mechanical panel? Well, there's panels. I'm literally on panels. Let's take a look at what's in here real quick. No. No, those are all small panels. Let's see. Railings, rubble. Needs slider details on walls and heavy slider door. Okay, yeah. And I don't want it to come up and like block the window. But if it blocks the window, like their window needs to be unblocked. But this window can be a little bit blocked. And actually, to see through this window, you kind of have to like hop and get on the thing anyway. This window is not really see-throughable. Mostly this is going to be a look up at the sky window, you know what I mean? And then you come around here and now you can look down to see where you're going to jump. Which I think is a good balancing tactic for, you know, like, application. Thoughts on the beams in between the base and the middle? Do you think those should be there since they block sight lines to that courtyard jump? The beams between the base and the middle. Is that this? What you're talking about? Between the base and the middle. I think this is what you're talking about right here. I wish there was a broken glass accent piece. Oh, right? Or just a triangle piece of glass. Just a triangle piece of glass we can make broken glass. But square glass is so limiting. I just realized I was going to copy over this wall and I never did. I haven't gotten to it yet. So I had just slapped this stuff in here to make it look like to make it look a little newer, just so you know. Oh, also funny thing about that is also another one of these. I thought it looked cool like that. That is another one of these, so it's literally just one of these. And what I did was I just went, I wonder what this looks like really thin. And I brought it in really thin, and I went, well, that kind of looks like a cool column. You know, I like this side especially, you know, and I can do this. And then I was like, well, this ribbed side looks like an air vent was built into it, and that side looks solid. So what I did was I went, all right, there, and then I had this air vent thing in it, and then it's not even like inside of a building section, so the air vent is kind of irrelevant. But yeah. But yeah, okay, let me delete that and this one. So I have like 3 different cases of those being on this map used for very different things. Oh wait, we used them again. We used them out here for the cooling thing. So yeah, we've got 4 cases of that piece being on this map used for extremely different things. But anyway, okay, so I kind of like it. Since we're putting the bridge, it's not entirely necessary, but it's like an easy way of going into there. It's also a way of like, I also like it because it's like, you're in a shootout with someone or you know that you're about to be, you can hop to the side so they can't see you for a second, and then hop back in and attack them. You know what I mean? So I kind of do like it. And then it's also like, while that does help you there, it also exposes you to all of the people out here. So it's kind of a cool little trade-off that I actually do like a lot. And the way the sightline you're saying it breaks is this one, right? Like, this is the main thing that you're talking about, is it kind of breaks the sightline into the middle from here. It's kind of thin enough that you could probably still see someone's head over it a little bit pretty well. You could definitely see them if they're on that platform. All the way over there, maybe be a little bit less. Let's, I'm gonna place a new guy. A new one that doesn't have the, let's see. Where is that in, by the way? I forget. Oh, Halo Design set, I think, right? Scale objects, player. Now I'll have an orange one, so we'll actually be able to see it in front of all the green stuff that's in the game. Might even make him glow. I'm gonna make the purple glow. I'm gonna set that purple to an emissive color. Which one is it? That is not it. Okay, that's not helpful at all. Okay, that's his tech suit. Let's do his visor as a glowing light. Just to match... What? Okay, there we go. Okay, come on, man. We'll just do, like, neon glowing... Actually, I've got it set to red. Well, I'm gonna do red. My lines for enemies are red, so... Okay, now it's just coming out purple. Okay, I have no idea what it's doing. Let's just switch to our emissive real quick. Let's see. E for emissive. There we go. That'll kind of work. And then we can see it from over here and see if we can see his head pretty well. Scale objects. One object, right? Oh, no, you can't see his head at all. He's very small. Okay, I forgot how big that doorway was. Let's see. Okay. Well, let's put him here and see how this works. I just realized these guys are all over the map, and we're gonna have to delete them all for you to do 4v4 testing. Okay, you can at least headshot from mid here. But yeah, I guess that might be nice because you can be shot from elevator and not be beamed as soon as you jump up. And you kind of have to move since there isn't many sightlines there. Yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, because it's a little bit limited, you can get a good drop on anyone coming through here, especially because, like, you can be like, I see them on my motion tracker, hop, hop, and then go after them, and I like that a lot. Or, like, you know, get them just as they go that way. You might even get a back smack. So I do really, really like that. What is happening here? Is it... That's normally inside of a wall, so it's not a problem, but I think that's just light rays from this that are way longer than they need to be, apparently. But yeah. I really need to put that wall back in. Hey Will, love the yellow reflection on the glass with the lights. Good ambient lighting, right? That was your idea. I like it a lot. I made it pulse, I made it rotate, like there's a fan, or whatever it was, like a turbine or fan or something like that. And that's all I did. I didn't even like I could theoretically have made it an actual spotlight and rotate the object with a script. But whenever I realized I could just do this, and this is just good. And it works just as well. And in fact, it might be better than trying to rotate it with a script. So yeah, I like that a lot. I also put some mist that kind of blinks with it, with the light, so it's kind of, you know, like there's some particles around in here, you know. That's the force. Haha. Yes. Oh, this thing. Yes, this is the force. It's just like, you know, it's reaching out. Looks cool. Yes. So this is all going very well. It's crazy that still I find pieces every now and then I have to move with this thing. I thought I got them all, and then like every now and then it'll just be like one piece, like we had earlier, where that one piece was off center. And I was like, gosh, oh, my music turned off, didn't it? Yeah, it sure did. Extras. Halo Reach OST extras. Fly by night. This must have been, yeah. Looks cool, yes. Or flood gas coming out. Well, yeah, that would be... Yeah. We are eventually planning, if you recall, we're going to put a window up here that views into a lab in here that has flood on, like people being experimented on by Oni, if you recall. I don't know if you remember us talking about that, but yeah. That's going to be cool. That is a weird lighting artifact. I think that's because I haven't baked it. I hope that's because I haven't baked it. Or maybe one of these lights isn't set to cast shadows. I think this one already is, but let's see. Of course I remember. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, spot. On. Okay, not that one. This one surely is set to cast shadows. On. Oh, the shadows are not set to start at 0.1, so that could be relevant. And then, what could that be? Do I have a light here? No. I don't know what's casting that light, but I can probably pull it back with the OBB later. I don't know if the map is going to be able to release with OBB because of how little time we have left. But okay, I need to be probably working at something. Should I just do a really basic, like, roof here for now, and then make it all cool later? Because now that I think about it... Okay, I think I can do a simple version of what I want to do later for now. And then we can probably... actually, I'm going to scale it up all the way so it feels really thick. And let's see. We could do that. Yeah, I'm going to make a really, really, really simplified version of what I was going to go for. But it's not going to have all of the cross-hatching as that other one. I'm going to kind of do, like, half of that amount of cross-hatching probably, or less. Let's see. We'll do this. Just get it functional and then fix it. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's why I made this thick area, so I have room for the cross-hatching. So if the glass is about roughly, well, maybe I should actually make it a little bit thinner so that I can come back, I can fit a little bit more cross-hatching in here, but yes. This is roughly what I'm going for. And then roofs and ceilings are the hardest part, right? It's like, who looks up enough to memorize, like, when you're learning how to make maps by, like, learning from what other people do in, like, major AAA titles and stuff like that, whoever looks up at the sky enough to, like, whoever looks up the room's ceiling enough to memorize how they do things well enough that you can actually, like, learn it as a skill, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe some people do that and I'm just weird, but yeah. I just feel like I never look up enough. Let's see. Isn't there a movie called Don't Look Up? Or was that just the catchphrase for Nope? Because I think that was a catchphrase in its advertising. If I remember correctly. To the point where I thought that was its name or something. I don't remember. Okay, so I kind of flipped it over because I kind of liked the idea of the darker one being on the top, but honestly, maybe I should flip it back over and do this. Yeah, that would be a lot easier to scale. No, that is not how I wanted to do that. What just happened? What? Seriously, what just happened? It just, like, shot across and can't undo it. Nope, it's about aliens. It's a movie about a meteor. Oh, okay, gotcha. Don't Look Up is? Yeah. Roofs and ceilings are the hardest part, yeah. I was rereading your other message, as I often do, by mistake. Okay, it'll let me go back in really fast whenever I'm just doing one direction, but for some reason when I was doing two, it wouldn't let me. I was looking up in Recharge, and I had no idea they use energy walls for simulating it raining on a glass roof. What? Are you serious? They just use energy barriers? That's so clever. Oh, man. That would be a lot easier to scale, then proceeds to create the Titanic in 1 second, right? I don't understand what happened. I really don't. Okay, this will be good. 130 sounds like a good one, a good size. I do not know what happened. It just, like, launched across the frickin' map. Okay, let's see. This was snapping to here. Okay, there it goes. That's the one I want. And this will be a really simple roof, like super ridiculously simple. Okay, if I flip it over, I can scale it down and appropriately and not have to worry about. There we go. 140 should work. So the glass is 130, and it's 0.1 below this floor, this roof, because of the way I scaled it right at the end. Yup. Let's see. Okay. What's going on here? Let's do that. Let's just make it real simple here, and it won't look good on the outside of the map, but on the inside it'll be fine. And what I'll do is, for now, I'll just continue this wall this way, and then I don't think there's an inner port. kind of wall like this. But all I'm going to do is this, because this kind of gives you your inner if you do that. And then just pop it this way. And then I'm going to not even do a big deal with this one, because I want it to be... Because this part is basically going to be an area you can hop back into the map from, so it's not a big deal if it's imperfect. I just need it to be usable. Especially since I still have to copy all of this over to the other side of the map. So whatever it is needs to be fast and easy to put together before I move it over there. You know what I mean? So that is... And I need a wall on the inside. Which I might just make a simple wall or something. Let's see. Okay, if I snap it to where the glass is... Did that snap to the glass? Oh wait, I want to do it like this. And then maybe flip it around and rescale it back in so I can go to that corner. Is this the right thing to do? Maybe not. I got so many other weird pieces here that I need to work around. I'm thinking maybe I just need to do triangles and stuff and make it correct. You know what I mean? Like a piece right here that is... Nope, the other way. Right here, that is scaled all the way in to roughly that width, and I can, let's see, the fast and dirty method is what we're doing now. Let's okay, come on now. I at least need it to be lined up well enough to look decent, and then that's about it. Ooh, let's turn it around, and then we'll scale it out this way. And that should work. And then we need a triangle there, and two triangles there, and then a triangle there, and then that triangle can go into... Let's see. At least copying that shouldn't be so hard. Exactly. Yes. That is very true. Okay, let's see what that looks like from in here. Yeah, you can still see space very nicely through there. And then we're going to have the big old, like the hash mark in front of it, and that's going to be great. I might end up replacing this with a lower opacity, because I believe we're going to have some light shining up at it in some ways, like that one. What is that coming off of? Oh, that's this door. This door is going to... Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. That's going to be shining up onto the glass, making you be able to see it. So even if it's lower opacity, it'll still be visible. Let's see. Let's duplicate this one, which I believe is... That's not what it is, actually. I think it's more like this one. No, that one's a square. Okay, I guess I just gotta grab this one and then change its texture, because this one's got the ribs, you know? The concrete panels instead of regular concrete raw, whereas the rest of this is concrete raw. It also has a bunch of weathering that this one does not have. I think I took off the weathering entirely up here because it's interior for the most part. Yeah, it's got 20 or 0.2 points 20. And then I took off the scratches so that they wouldn't overlap with each other badly. So they'd be nice and clean. And then we just figure out our... what's our thickness again? I think it was 140, but 1.4? Let's see. 140 would be insane. So I'm glad I'm... didn't think that it was 140. Let's see. Okay, something happens with the scratches. Scratches did not remove. Or is that the dirt? Okay, I'll just do 0 dirt, whatever. It's not the end of the world. Let's see, at least copying that shouldn't be... Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure that I didn't miss something. Okay, let's see. Come on. Okay, reset rotation. Here we go. Okay. This one probably wants to be this way. Yeah. Maybe I should just do a rectangle over here and just let it clip into these other pieces a little bit. Okay. Let's use that to scale it. Oh, okay, actually, this would have been perfect. There we go. Okay. This one scales. I forgot this is a wall and not a floor, so it scales a little different. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna plop one of those in. Like this. Like this. If nothing else, the stream provides a reason to vibe out to Halo music. I think. Just with me yammering in the background. Modular building, nice. Yes. Let's see. I think, oh, to get all the way out to there, it needs to be a little bit thinner this direction. There we go. Now it's a little cleaner. Okay. And then we flip this around. There we go. And another big one over here. And I think that that is just about it. I think I need to... Does it scale that direction? No, it does. Okay, well, we'll snap it to there and scale it this way. And then I'll snap it to here to make it more precise. Of a line right there. Well, all of that is making this black piece poke right through. Something is not right. Okay. I think I know what's going on. First of all, I need to bring this in. And then I think that what's happening is this one needs to be snapped to here. And then I need to just ever so slightly nudge. I should be probably nudging these scales like this instead of just eyeballing them. But let's see, where's X? If I nudge that to there. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to add 2 because it was 1 before. Nope. I need to add 5 apparently total. No, don't shoot me all the way up into the sky. I should not have clicked that joystick down. Okay, let's see. 4. There we go. Now that should be fine. And now I can prevent the clipping by doing that. And that should be okay over here now. Yes. Now it no longer sees that piece, which means this one needs to be lined up as well. To here. What am I doing? Oh, that's the glass. Whoops. There. Just like that. And then that means now I need to scale this up. Okay. So that cleans all of those lines back up. I'm surprised I didn't do that the first time. Like, I don't know why it didn't occur to me that that was going to happen and that I would need to do that the first time. But yeah, now we got it fixed. Let's see. 0. There we go. Okay, so there's a good kind of blackened roof. I feel like we don't want the roof to be perfectly like flat whenever we get done with it either. Whenever we do the fancy version, but yeah. Also, we may raise it up more because this is cool, but I feel like a really thick one would be even cooler. But I don't know. We'll see. But since there's the top up floor of it all, it probably is going to be pretty cool anyway. Let's see. Just on the lower floors. That's not the one I want. I guess I want one of these. And then I think that if we just come off of this part straight away, in some way, I think that should be the last piece we need. And then a wall underneath it, you know what I mean? And that should be good. For now, for for trying to get the, trying to get into the Forge Hub contest. Right? Is that good? You know what I might do? I might slap this here. And then turn it around. Oh, nope. And go this way with it. Just so that the entire roof up here looks like that roof looks like it wraps around that way. And then we can figure out what to do with this. Because this piece doesn't need to be the same anymore. It actually needs to rotate this way. And that will very nicely, I think, let's see. There. Yeah, this will be much better this way. It's puzzle piece, modular building. Yeah. Well, it's and I think that it's kind of like just building the puzzle as you build as you put it together. It's like doing a puzzle, but building it as you put it together. Okay, I think this needs to be another triangle then now. It needs to be like this. And we need to go like the... No, not like that. I guess it just is this. And then what we do is we snap this here and make this one match up to that one. And then this, we just make it wide. You must have loved Legos as a kid. I did. I still love Legos, and I get them. I used to say men have kids as an excuse to buy Legos again. That's why men have kids. It's an excuse just to buy more Legos again. And play with them again. That's not true, but it is funny. But yeah. Okay, so we've got this set up. I think we need some paneling. So we need some walls. Should I just do some bare concrete walls in here and just be done with it? Because I'm thinking that might be... Yeah, it's partially true. Exactly. It may not be correct, but it may not be technically correct, but it is... Why are these so duplicated? Did I do that on another time? I must have done that another time or something. Unless I did that earlier. I don't know. Were y'all watching me and I just like did that earlier and didn't even like blink an eye? Just like for some reason created these extra platforms and then just turned around and didn't have it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't think I like this, and I should not have done it. Because now I made the line at the top really thick. I mean, it's fine, right? No, it's not. And also, it wasn't touching the glass anyway. Okay, whatever. I'll fix it. I'll do it better. That's really weird. I'm just going to delete that one. Let's see. Yeah, you did that earlier. Oh, I did? I wasn't paying attention. I just sort of duplicated it a whole bunch. Was that whenever I was like... I don't know. I don't know what I was doing whenever I did that. I'm confused now. Confused by my own nonsense. Nobody's gonna see that, though. Yeah, well, whenever they run through here, they'll see it for a second, and that might be enough to, like, lose us the contest or something. So I'm not like lose us, just not be the... It's like, oh, okay, well, we would have put you in first place, but then you had this, you know what I mean? But the upstairs is just super plain and empty, and so I'm a little worried about that, but not too badly. But this will fix it, so I'll just do this. And actually putting the black stripe at the bottom might be kind of cool. Yeah, there we go. Now it's slightly more interesting, and it also continues the thin black line up there. So yeah, if you ain't first, you're last. Exactly. That's exactly right. Okay, so I'm just gonna turn this to concrete. Watch this. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. Watch. Okay, look, it's done. Look at that. The room is done. No, it's not. I need to put a wall there. Let's see. I will continue this same black line at the bottom sort of style over here by just moving this over here and then making it the right size. And I'll just stick it in there. Into that piece there. Okay, there we go. And let's see. That looks pretty good on the outside. That's clipping through right there. Don't know why it's not clipping through over there, but it is over here. Maybe they're off. No, it's literally just not clipping through over here, so I just got to adjust it. Okay, cool. And then let's see. I will just do this to make sure it's touching that wall just right. 5. The most precise part of this entire process up here will be this wall meeting that wall there, or those parts right there. Why is this cube here? I have no idea. Oh, I guess I could just scale that down. Actually, yeah, I could just solve that really quick. Like this. Into the floor. Into the floor you go. Let's see, that's the X. I want that to be at least close to something precise, even if it's not, like, yeah. Save. Oh, you're right. I didn't see that. I just went into save. I was getting the exact same feeling you were getting, I think. Oh boy. Okay, that was hiding a corner. That is part of my section of the floor that I replaced your section of the floor with. And I don't think I can scale it any farther, else I would be visible out here. Maybe not. And this is a big old hole. Yeah, there's some holes here and there we need to fill, but we might make the contest. We very well might. Let's just bring this up by clicking it until it's just the corner. Or go all the way to the roof and make it look like it was intentionally here. How about that? How about instead of bringing it down, we bring it up. And we just barely touch the roof with it. There we go. Look at that. Oh, there's another hole in the roof. Oh gosh, I gotta fix this thing. This needs to scale up more. Which doesn't need to be super precise either, because it just sinks into there. There we go. Why does that make me think of Doom? Like, I don't know why, but that corner poking out like that, like just a big old square in the corner, just feels like the Doom game, you know? So people are going to come around here and they're going to try immediately look down, so maybe that'll play in our favor, that this room being so bland, they'll immediately look down through there and not notice it. And not notice the room is empty. I do want to do one thing. Here's what I want to do. I want to grab this, right? And duplicate it. And bring it over here. And I want to rotate it. Stick it right here. Or somewhere like this. Oh, I'll put it up against the box. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is... Let's see. Get it right first. I guess that'll work. And then I'll put another box over here. And then what I'm going to do is grab this, which is supposed to be the quote-unquote door of the airlock. Actually, I could do both of them. This is the supposed door of the airlock that is open. It's in the open position right now. I can bring them down. They are slightly... No, that was not the right piece. No, what's going on? Ah, why is it not moving back up? Ah. Okay, so somehow it didn't copy the top, and I must not have it in the object. Oof. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. To fix that, I will... oh, no, that wasn't what I meant to do. Remove that. Oh, no, what is happening? Oh, I'm prefabbing them together over there. Okay, deselect all. Okay, what is happening? I am doing all the wrong things. Here we go. Remove that from the prefab, select it and the roof, duplicate them, move them over here, rotate them, and then I'll snap this one into position, and that will put my roof into the right spot. There we go. Oh, well, not yet. There we go. And then I'll remove that one from my selection, so I only have that one. I can delete it very easily. And then over here, I'm going to put all of them into the prefab, so if I go to copy it again, I don't have to do this again. Because that was... right, noob? Exactly. That was such a noob thing for me to do. So, here's one option. Oh, don't snap. One option is we put them halfway open and make it look like a broken door. The other option is we just scale them vertically until they meet in the middle. In which case, you know, I can use that as a latching point and just scale them like this. And this would literally just get it to look exactly like our other one. And if we do that, what do you think? And then we just duplicate this one and snap it into that one to line it up. Or heck, just snap it onto there. What do you guys think? Just as a little thing in the corner of the room. Presumably, our doors would be more detailed if they weren't always open. You know? But right now, like they would look a little more detailed if they were always open. But for now, that's that. That's that. So from all the way over here, whenever you come in the room, you'll see it, and from all the way over here, you'll see it. Now all we need is to duplicate this, and put it on top. Actually, I guess I need to get my z-axis, but I'll move it up. I mean, I'll find the z-axis in a minute. I think actually they're just snapped like this and then move down a bit. So I'll just grab this one's z and copy it. I wonder if I put this up, this raised up or something, but we'll see. This should be, no, yep, it, wait, what? Huh. These are all flat with that piece, and somehow this one's higher. How is it that did I just grab its scale? I'm dumb. Again. Noob again. Noob again. I grabbed the scale instead of the correct one. Okay, there we go. Now it's kind of right. And we'll do that. Yeah. Is this map taking longer than Waterworks? Good question. Waterworks ended up taking me like 3 months, but that's because the middle month I took off. Like I couldn't build anything, so I just didn't. I couldn't play because of the lack of internet, so I just didn't build anything. So, but as far as number of saves, it's definitely reaching it. So as far as number of times I've gone, oh wait, I need to save. You know, it's getting close, for sure. It may still not even exceed Waterworks yet in saves though, which is pretty crazy. Like Waterworks is ridiculous. Okay, I did not want to do any of that. I don't know why it won't snap to that piece now, but I am assuming it has something to do with this, with the scale of it. There we go. Okay, now it'll scale in the opposite direction, and we will just go that way. That works. I didn't mean to go by 16s, but, you know, works out just fine. And I guess I should have used an actual roof piece, like one of these. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to delete that and put this here. Just, oh, duplicate it. There we go. But yeah, it's getting really close to Waterworks, if not, like, as far as the amount of time put into it, it's definitely getting close to Waterworks. As far as, you know, and then I'll do the same thing I did for the outer wall. I'll grab it and I'll flip it over, and then I'll put it inside of it, like this. Oh, I think I just did something wrong. Oh well. I guess for this one it won't. Oh my god, I'm scaling by 16s. I mean, I knew that. I saw that a minute ago, but I forgot to change it, so. Okay, yeah. I need this one. And I need to go like this to really get this in the right spot. Let's see. Okay, okay, okay. That way we can have at least some semblance of detail in this room for those people who use it to get around. You know? Okay. What is it that I need to do to clean that edge? Flip it around and go X down by 0.01, and it will clean that black line up nicely. Okay, there we go. There we go. Whoa, where am I? Okay, that works. Where am I? Oh, I'm outside of the room. I see. Yeah. So that'll work for now, I guess. And it'll kind of imply the barracks without actually being the barracks yet. And if you want to jump in here at some point, Ripshade, whenever I'm not on here, and like just slap some, like, I don't know, some benches and stuff like that in here, that would be cool. Or I'll do it at some point. But like whenever one of us has some time, we might be able to just like throw some benches into that room. You know what I mean? Whew, okay, that was weird. He like jumped around really weird. Okay, so... Okay, I think this side now has a whole lot of stuff that needs to be copied over to this side. Like a lot of stuff. And we might be close to done at that point. Like even, I'm gonna detail, whoops, okay, I'm gonna detail this. That was weird. I'm gonna detail this to look cool. But for now, it honestly, I mean, it doesn't look like an airlock yet, so it doesn't really work out as, but yeah. We could definitely do stuff like that, but you'd have to correct them just because you're a map wizard. I mean, right now, we can just make it look cool, you know? Even if the benches aren't even lined up, like mirrored perfectly, even, for example, we could still say, oh, it may not be mirrored correctly, but that is because, you know, I like this thicker line on this outside. I'm going to go ahead and copy it over. Even though I just went all that trouble to keep a thin line out here, I'm doing this. Let's see. And then I'm just going to do this until it appears. There we go. Looks good. It kind of has a lip there, but not too bad. But anyway, I think... There, now it won't have a lip. Oh, but it does have that. Okay, well. What was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. There, I fixed that. Basically, oh, right, it's living quarters, so maybe people moved the benches around and, like, slid them or something like that. Who knows? So, it's not going to be too big of a deal if it's not, like, exactly the same, you know? Okay, that was not the one. One of these I was thinking about putting an entrance on earlier, and I just realized that I hadn't done it yet. This one. If I've got the entrance... Where is it? What the heck? What is going on? Where is this piece? Ah, what? Oh, there it is. Man, that vanished on me. Decals can do that, apparently. I guess whenever you have an invisibility on one side, you can kind of just disappear. This one's actually lower than these are. I kind of have these more higher up and centered up here, including the caution sign. Whereas on this one, I have it a little bit lower. Do you like it more at the lower or at the higher? Oh, I could definitely... Oh, yeah. That was... Yeah. That was a shitter there. Okay. Do you think this height is better, or should I raise it up a little bit? Is that one raised? I think at one point I raised them or lowered them both or something like that. But like, for example, and I probably should do this with grabbing all of them at the same time. If I do it... Oh, whoops. Oh, weird. Oh, right. I used that caution somewhere else earlier. Okay, so... You're a wizard, Will. Like, you're a wizard, Airy? Am I a wizard, Airy? Or am I just a wizard? Because I always thought it was funny the way he kind of sounds like he's saying, like, you're a wizard, Airy. Maybe more centered. Yeah, like this. A little higher up to be centered in the middle of the door. Yeah, because that looks really good over here. So I kind of figured it would be cool. Yeah, that would be good. Can you script voices? I wish. I did say... I told Michael Score. I always forget. I have no idea how to say his last name properly. I probably could look up him in Deathcap for Cutie's interview or something like that and find it where someone actually says it, because I haven't heard his last name said in any of the Halo interviews yet. But I don't know if you guys knew that, by the way. He was the drummer in Deathcap for Cuties, the band, the emo band. But anyway, yeah. I'm a hairy wizard, yes. Okay, so we've got red doors over there, blue doors over here, looking cool, but we need more doors. We need this whole area light up. I think maybe the security room is the main thing that's gonna, like, really make this area change and pop, and then this here. Let's see, I emphasized too much greenery in here, and I want to put more of these red ones, and maybe the other kind of red mushrooms that have the little red spots. Wait, what? Who was? I love Deathcap for Cutie. The Forge Lord, the guy who's in charge of Forge, is Michael Shore, or Michael Score, however you pronounce his name, and he was the drummer in Deathcap for Cutie, yeah. Believe it or not, yeah. I was really surprised by that. It was funny because I was like, I told my wife, I was like, yeah, Michael Shore, you know, and she was like, wait, why do I know that name? And I was like, what do you mean? Because I didn't listen to it. I was like, I didn't listen to it whenever I was growing up. I just didn't listen to them. I didn't realize that this was poking out either. I'm gonna have to either cover that up with something cool, or just, you know, bump it a little further this direction. Oh, but that's all lined up. I maybe scale it in. If I scale it down just a tiny bit, it'll work. But anyway, but yes, yes, he is. It's very cool. It was mind-blowing. And now he works at Halo. I'm gonna do that for now in case we don't get to it before we release. And then I'll delete it and redo it later, because I don't want to forget about it and then have that one spot like open and unfinished, you know what I mean? But yeah. OMG, I'll follow you into the dark. When do you have to release? Honestly, I was confused. So I was saying the 6th before, and now I realize it says the 5th. So like a couple of days. And then I realized, oh no, what if it's by the end of the 4th? And I actually have to verify that, because we may have to release it by the end of the 4th. And not by... Yeah. So, dang, you guys better start working ASAP, right? We need to get doing something. It's like, I mean, we've been doing hardly any work. We need to get to it. Gosh, this one is the weirdest area. Like, the way that I had to build this, these 3 slopes in a really weird little area. But anyway, okay, I need to copy over some more of this room. The urgency of this song is apt for how much we're in, how much we are in need of finishing. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's see, here we go. I'm actually also realizing, and there's a chance, and I'm really hoping this isn't the case, I'm a little worried about qualification of whether or not we've finished the map. Like, you started the map, like, right at the beginning of Forge, right? And they allow that. But they say something about it can't have been publicized on, you know, in this way and this way before this certain date, before the start of the contest. And so blah 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 blah. And I think that we're in the clear, because I'm pretty sure it's basically as long as I mean, you had made some, like, a few you know, TikTok videos about it, but aside from that, it's not the same map anymore. You know, you've redesigned it since then, so I don't know if we're gonna qualify for the contest or not, but I know that we can try, and that's all that matters. Maybe they just won't know that you put them on up onto the thing. Who knows? But anyway, it doesn't really matter, because if we're wrong, if we won't qualify, we probably wouldn't already qualify, so it wouldn't matter in the end. But we're trying to get there, and that's the important thing. And if we get there, then that's great. But yeah, okay. Is this -2 or add 2? I keep forgetting how this works. I think it's -2. I think this should be right. No. What just happened? Oh, I lost my 80. Oh, it didn't type it. It didn't type it. I see now. 5 minus, boom. There we go. Okay. You were saying, dang, you guys better start working ASAP. Nail biting, but hey, at least it gives you some challenges, but I know that you can do it. You better stream for 14 hours, lol. Right, exactly. Better start helping him art. Oh, it's changing so much, and it was extremely early blockout, but hey, at least we are trying. Yeah, and also it was like from Halo 5 as well. You know, is your one from Halo 5, so like everything about it is like, I'm pretty sure it's still going to qualify, but just in case it's not, I just wanted to point that out. Just in case it turns out that ends up not qualifying, I don't want to be, I want us to be prepared mentally, basically, for that possibility. What did I just grab? Exactly. Oh, is it this column? Oh, did I bring the column down to there? That would explain it. Let me see. I thought I was trying to grab the piece, whatever piece comes down to here, and I think that's what it was. Yeah. And I think the music just turned off. I might need to go check that. Let's see. But I think this is this column. Wait, what is happening with this piece? Okay, I'm confused, and I might have to do it the other way. The copy across. Here we go. Now it's client. Turn it back on again. And here's my thinking here. What is going on here? I think it goes this way and not the other way, first off. I mean, would they really not let a map quality showing early stages of this development? Seems weird. Well, it's that it has something to do with, like, before the contest started, if the map, they're trying to, like, make it to where the map has to have existed before the contest started, but at the same time allow a bit of a soft version where yeah, you can sort of exist beforehand, is I think their mentality. So I think that they're like, you can kind of exist beforehand, but you've got to basically build your map for the contest, is I think their like, I guess mentality, is I think what they're trying to go for. And it makes sense, but yeah, it will be unfortunate if if that's the case, but you know, it won't be the end of the world. Because it might have if that's the case, it might have even been disqualified before we even started. You know what I mean? Like, not like, even if you hadn't streamed any of it, you know what I mean? It might have been disqualified. So I am trying to keep that in mind in case that is the case, so we don't get upset. You know what I mean? Because their rules are already laid out, and we could totally have done. And I did read that. I just forgot about it until recently. But yeah, let's see. I mean, so I think we're going to qualify, but there's still a chance that we won't. So I'm just trying to curb our enthusiasm, so to speak. Or whatever, or not curb our enthusiasm, but, you know, prepare for the worst mentally before it happens, if it's gonna, you know what I mean? Let's see. So, where did oh, now it's up there. Okay, so the reason I just flipped that over, by the way, was because I rotated it on the horizontal plane. Okay, hold on. Let me go to the middle. Basically, I copied that one and then I rotated it, but because the point is in the corner here, and I want my Y to match up, this is my Y direction, so if I copy it over, it's going to be off by this much, by the width of it. So I have to center it and then flip it over, and then go back to being uncentered. And now it's on that side, and I already know the Z matches up, because I just snapped it to the location. See, the Z matches up with this one. So as long as I don't change its Z location, then I now have the Y, even though it's all the way up there at the top now, it still has the Y because the other one would be at this bottom corner. And so I have the Z from snapping, the Y from being flipped over in the right direction, and now I can copy over this way. And this should result in a perfectly placed block if less of that nonsense that was happening earlier today doesn't happen. Let's see. Yes, perfectly aligned. Comes down here where it's supposed to be, and now I can delete the old one, and then I can make it go to the roof, because apparently the other one doesn't do this. It doesn't do it either. Right, and if we do, then at least we can still aim for matchmaking and just make the best map ever. Lol. Yeah, exactly. I find it funny how Halo 5 isn't close to as crazy as this Forge. The lighting would have broken, and the frame rate would be horrendous. Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, this engine is so much nicer. I'm honestly baffled by people who are like, who don't like Halo Infinite right now. I'm honestly baffled by it. I've got this tiny little slope here, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. It was just to make that edge match up and also not have this metal poking through. So I added that, and it looked a little interesting, so I thought I'd liked it. But yeah, okay. So this obviously wants to go to the roof. It doesn't want to be just here, so we're gonna go a little bit higher and go a little bit Y, and that will tell us exactly how tall to make it. I think, is that the exact height? Or should I just go to that and clip it in? Yeah, I'm just gonna clip it in, just to make sure I've got it. See, people that think Unreal Engine 5 is so much better have no idea how engines work. Right, they think space is crap. Well, yeah, one thing that, it's so crazy. Like, the thing that I mainly point out to them most of the time is the number of dynamic objects in Halo's engine has always been the most in, like, every engine on the market. Like, seriously, like, just the number of, like, in this one, you can place like 1 million of these little spheres and put dynamic and set them to dynamic and just let them, it's literally like 1,000 of them and the game still runs smoothly. It's insanity, but it works, and it's crazy that it works, but it does. And dynamic objects have always been Halo's strong suit. That's why they have destructible areas of the maps back whenever no one was doing that. And that's why they had, you know, all that stuff. Everything they have. I think on the other side I butchered your blocks that were here. I think I just deleted all of these, and that's why... Maybe not that one. I don't remember. That's why it was all exposed earlier. Why is it jittering? Like, every now and then it's, like, not moving. And I'm suspecting that I'm having a network thing, and I hope I'm not. Because that would mean that I would need to very quickly fix that. Okay, I need to find out. If you're going to scale something and you don't know if it's a floor or not, just do that. Just copy it, and then try to scale the floor on the Z-axis. And then if it does do it in the wrong direction, then you're good. Then you know now, and you're good. It's just a good little... best practice sort of thing. Oh good, this one's on the y-axis, so I don't have to do that here. I can just go down and then do y, and then yeah, I'll just go down to 40, and that'll be the same as the other one. Let's see, butcher away. Oh good. Let's see, they have no idea what dev is about or how changing one thing like a weapon can break the whole game. Exactly. Let's see, I don't mind it, just breathe, drink some water, and take breaks when needed. Right. Okay, so we've got this chunk here. I think this is where that block that I stretched up is, if I'm not mistaken. No. Wait, that's over... Where is that? Ah, what happened? Okay, I might need to worry about that. Let's see, next Forge update they need is combining multiple objects to merge into one object to reduce number of objects. That would be really cool. I think I've said this before. I don't think this is... I think I just slapped this in. I just realized this is not in the same location as this one, I think. Yeah, it's not even the same height. That's why I don't recognize it. I was looking at this block and I was like, is that the one that I turned into the corner on the other one? Because it looks like it's the wrong size. But yeah, no, this is not... Whoa, jeez. Yeah, the game is getting laggy. I think I might need to save and quit and come back in and see if that helps it. I don't want to have any... lots of work just disappear on me. Okay, so like we had before, it's in that corner, and it should be in that corner, I believe. Yeah. So we need it to be... Let's see, this will end up being that corner. Yeah, we need to flip it over. Just like the other one. So that it'll kind of be... Am I doing this right? Okay. That corner, that corner. Is that correct? Yes? No. Wait. I am confused on this one. Wait. Am I doing the wrong one? Yes, I'm currently doing the wrong one. This is the one I'm trying to move. Okay. Let's verify. That corner versus that corner down there now. Okay. I need to think in terms of three-dimensionally. We want it to be the corner that's on the outer edge. So now we want to turn this around. There we go. Right? Is that correct? Yes. Yes, that is correct. Okay, we're good. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Let's see. Okay, hold on a second. 6, and then I'm about to read what y'all are saying, because no! And that's a scaling thing? Ugh. I just put the scale thing in there instead of the object, instead of the location. I did it again. Okay, I keep doing that. Here we go. Now we are in the correct spot. Okay, 0 and negative. There we go. Now that should be exactly in the same spot as the opposite side. And it's it was just barely off. It was like here, I think. Because that looked like this one was thinner than it was tall before. Okay, so what are y'all saying? So the shape you make of or forge is a brand new standalone object. Yeah, restart, and those blocks are just placed. Got big team battle, I think, right? Yeah, it was back then. Now it's sort of like just the inner, well, it was the inner wall, and then I covered it up. So now it's just going to be sort of like the outer building that you'll see through the window, and you'll kind of see it, and you'll see it off this platform here. So I feel like we got to throw some kind of like window-looking pieces into it, just as like detail work until later, whenever we block out the interior of it. But yeah, something that'll look nice. Man, I still need to finish that up. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, it's getting all jittery. I need to save and quit, and then re-get it, and then I'll read what y'all are saying. Well, is it possible to script a walking treadmill floor? I want to make that in my Colossus map from Halo 2. Yes, you can. Fairly easily, actually. Yeah, restart. Those blocks are just got placed. Got fixing battle thing. Great. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then there's some more there. 343 needs to hire us to make maps. Yeah, they do. They really should. I think they should pay us to make maps. To be honest, you got to help me. So yeah, basically what you would do is make a block that looks like a treadmill. Like a bit of treadmill, and you put a line of them, and you script them to move from the beginning of the line all the way to the end of the line. Whenever they reach the end of the line, you teleport them back to the beginning of the line, and whenever they get to the beginning of the line, they go move to the end of the line, right? And you have them all move at the same rate, but you basically want to sort of kick them off at the beginning of the map. That's going to be the most complicated part, I would say. Yeah, that's basically it. Might be ready in 20 years. But yeah. I agree with that too, especially if they use it for matchmaking and based off of plays and downloads. Yeah, it would be cool. The one downside to it is that they would either have to do it manually and not automatically. I know Unreal Engine Fortnite does it automatically. Every map you make based on your plays, right? And because of that, because they didn't pick your maps, they can't filter out things like, oh, that map is actually from another game and we'll get sued if we pay you for it. So as long as it's free, as long as you made it for free on your own time for fun, it's fine. As soon as we pay you for it, it's unacceptable, and now you've done copyright infringement. So, or theoretically, I don't know if anyone's ever been sued for that, because if they have, I'm pretty sure they might have, and they might have been decided, but I'm pretty sure that would be considered copyright infringement. And if it's not, there'd still be a legal battle to figure it out, and you'd still lose a lot of money off it, because they might sue you, or you might, or something like that if you make the map. So, the fact that it's free. The fact that they don't pay us means we're free to do whatever we want, including remake things like from Toy Story, like Red Lobster does, where he made Andy's room from Toy Story, and Disney didn't sue him and can't sue him because he released it for free, so he wasn't making a profit off it, so it wasn't copyright infringement. And since Microsoft wasn't paying him for that, again, he didn't make a profit off it, so yeah, it's all you know, good. Can we use ChatGPT to use the Halo engine to build maps, lol? That would be hilarious. When you're helping me finish Colossus. Man, Colossus? No rip. Oh, not me. I was gonna say, man, me? That would be crazy. You can ask it questions. Matt, that I don't know. So yeah. Yeah, no, I was confused for a second there. What you're talking about. Okay. So, this block, I feel like I must have just blocked that hole off. Is it in there? I'm just going to look inside of this here for a second just to see if I can find it. I don't know what I did with that piece. I might have just left it open. Oh, it is still open, and it looks awful from behind. Okay, I need to fix that. I think I probably deleted the blocks that you had blocking this off, or you were working more on blocking it out and didn't care and deleted it. And it, like, just let it be there. But the point is, yeah. Oh, I'm inside of a block. This block is hiding it. Never mind. It's blocked off. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Yes. Yeah. I knew that you guys were brothers. Yeah. Yeah. What happened to my triangle piece here? Maybe I didn't have one. No one's going to go up there anyway. Theoretically. ChatGPT, you could actually do that if you build that program, but you would have to create a model to inject an image for it to script. I just realized you can clamber up here, come over here, and get outside the map, and I think we don't want that to happen. So we need to either make this taller or figure out a method of eliminating that problem. Because, yeah, you can't get up there. We don't want people to grapple shot up here. Should I just do an instant death if you get up on top of this roof? I'm kind of considering it. I think I might merge. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to match that height, this height here, with this, like if the building wraps around. And then I'm going to... Let's see. We're going to go... Oh, they're not even touching? Oh, boy. Well... That's interesting. Apparently that placement wasn't perfect anyway. That one that I just copied over. We are the R brothers, and that's not on purpose, lol. Yeah. Regret and rip. Reg and rip. Let's see. Let's go to X. Scale down the X. And then we will, let's see. Scale... Oh boy, let's see if Z is going to scale an opposite. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. I thought that was the case, so it's already at an appropriate angle to scale the Z until they touch. So that should work. And then I'll be able to snap it in position to this lower corner whenever I'm lining them up. And then X, yes. That's good enough. That's good enough for government work. As they say. Delete that. Oh, wait, no, I want to actually make this one giant piece. Because I feel like, that'd be cheaper on the budget. Just in general. And let's see. Now he's got me wanting to forge my map. Nice, good. Duquesne, as Duquesne puts it, we're going to reforge a new Halo. There we go. So now it's really big, or let's forge a new Halo, he says. That's right. Not reforge one. Let's see. Why is it not snapping? No. Oh, good. I think I found it. No, it didn't, because it didn't snap it correctly. Oh boy. Or these two pieces are not actually flawlessly mirrored. I think I need to mirror this one. It might be that this is one of those pieces that's legacy bug, so to speak. Let's see. This one here. Snap to the mid. Flip it over. Ooh, I should have snapped to the mid after flipping. Or should have flipped it from the middle, actually, of it. And then I need to get this X value. That's the scale. Almost did it again. C. Oop. And then Control V. Let's see. I am falling behind on y'all's conversation. Let's see. On what y'all are saying. Let me just verify I got this right. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Now you guys got me wanting to reforge a map. I'm gonna work on it. Rip rage. It's fun, Matt, if you have something playing like this stream or music or both. Yeah, exactly. Especially like if you got like music in the background, it's great. Yeah, maybe if you help me. It's my first time forging in Halo. I used to talk to Duquesne all the time, and he retweeted this map when I was playing to test it early on, huh? He'll be shocked now, lol. Oh yeah, man. I don't know if he ever chimes into my map, into my stream, because I don't think he watches other people's streams because he's making so much stuff himself. He kind of doesn't have time. But basically, yeah, he did do a video of one of mine once. That was pretty cool. I don't know if I did the textures on these correct. Maybe. They look kind of cool, but I don't know. They look kind of cool like this. I guess that's right. And then this would be the piece that would determine where this would be here. Just like that. That should do it. Wait, let me make sure it's going to the corner of that piece. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's copied over. That's copied over. And then we should be able to get, I think this is snapped to that corner. So we bring this over here. Getting a lot of unification here. Man, we are... If we like, submitted this like this, I don't think we would win, but we might get, like, some kind of score. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we could work on that on weekends. Yeah, let's do it. I want an overgrown version of Colossus. I feel like I got the scale perfect. Nice. You'll be shocked now, lol. Exactly. I forget which one is Colossus. I think Colossus is from Halo 3, if I remember correctly, in which case I know which one you're talking about, but I just want to make sure. Again, me Googling Colossus without putting in Halo map or anything like that, as if it's going to come up with a actually relevant to, like, as if it's going to know what's relevant. Yes, it's the one with the the treadmill ones from Halo 2, not the one from Halo 3. Oh, you did send me, did you send me a picture of it? Yeah. I feel like I got the scale perfect. We definitely got to fix that wait, did you send it? Wait. Where's the picture? I want to see it again. What is this? This is weird. With one easy click, you can disable risky permissions for the @everyone role. I don't know why this popped up. I guess... I don't know what it wants me to do, but okay. Okay, yeah, it's from Halo 2, yeah. We definitely gotta fix that Kong Dong telescope at the end. What? Oh, yes, the Kong Dong, yes, it is. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the your Colossus map, and then I just realized, no, you're talking about this map, and yes. It was when you first made your map creations on Discord. Right. You should send it again. So it's down in the Discord again. For anyone who's watching the stream and wants to join the Discord, they'll be able to find it. It'll be right there. And also, I'll be able to look at it real quick. If you have it. If you don't have it on you. Or is it in... Because we also restructured the Discord at one point, so I'm worried that it's, like, disappeared. Okay. I guess I'll worry about that later. Because, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think we need this anymore either, because we have the glass, like, over here. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We had a good laugh about that thing yesterday. Yes, this one here. This one. The giant King Kong dong. Let's see. Did I center these correctly? I feel like it's not centered, but it might be because it needs to rotate. Because those lines might be throwing me off. Let's see, hold on. Wait a minute. Is it these pieces? Ah, these pieces are not centered correctly. I think. Because look, there's more of it. Yeah. There's more of the shaft exposed on this side than on that side. Let's see. Oh, it's right up here. It's correct up here, I think. Maybe? No, it's still not correct up here. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to see how you forge that elevator platform. Looks like a space Harley. Yeah. Let's see. I think that the two pipes are correct. Yeah, the pipes are all correct. These walls are different from these. Okay, yeah, I was very confused. Okay, so that's on that corner. And I think I know exactly what I did. I bet if I check this, it's going to be down... Yeah, look at that. It's a totally different one. And I think I was snapping it to the original wall that was there, but I probably just snapped it to the wrong spot whenever I was doing that. Yes, shaft. So I think this side looks cleaner. I'm going to copy that one over here. Well, yeah, this side looks cleaner for sure. I'm going to copy this one to over here. And yeah, we'll just delete that. Duplicate this one. And let's see. Flip it this way. Is that good? Oh, you sent it to me in message. Oh, that's why I couldn't. Or did you just send it to me here, but send it to me the other one? Yeah, I do remember this now. I remember this. Yes, because I remember talking about the. I remember you talk. Didn't we talk about the treadmill and how it worked? Forgot my Discord password. I sent it to you on Xbox. I forgot my Discord password. Oh, gotcha. I think we talked about the treadmills that time too. So you can actually. Last time, I think, whenever you brought it up, and not to sound like 343 Guilty Spark, the last time you asked me if I would, what I thought. I think that, I want to say that I had said just leave it static, but then script something that pushes players whenever they're on it. But now I'm realizing you can just make it out of a bunch of little squares and slide them down the path. And then whenever they reach their destination, as soon as they enter a trigger volume, they get teleported back to the beginning and start. And then, and that as soon as they enter that volume, they're told again, move to that direction. So you basically have two volumes. Excuse me. You have two volumes, and you say two invisible objects with the volumes on them, and then you have one at the beginning, and you just say, okay, as soon as this object enters this volume, tell it to move over here. At this rate, right? Whatever rate you want to set it to for the movement of the rate of the treadmill, and you figure out, you tune the speed, how long it takes to get there, to do the speed of the treadmill. Once it reaches this volume, you have another script that says, when it reaches this volume, instantly move it back here into this volume. As soon as it enters this volume again, it gets told, hey, start going. And then it enters this volume and starts all over again. So basically, you just sit there and you'd loop the script. So every time, once it reaches this point, it would just immediately teleport back. It's also possible you can say, as soon as it enters this volume, move this direction over this period of time, and then after you reach that destination, then move back. In which case, you wouldn't have to have it enter another volume and trigger a second script. You could just have it at the end of that script. So once that's done, it would do that. Yeah, that might work. Anyway, yeah. I think you can do that pretty simply, and that would allow it to make it to where the treadmill will look like it's moving. The treads will look like they're actually dragging, like moving across the ground, which will be even cooler than just scripting it to where the player slides across the treadmill. I think I told you about that. I think I had said that I had suggested that the bad way to do it, or the worst of those two ways to do it last time, if I'm not mistaken. Whenever you showed it to me. Unless I was thinking of another person who was doing longest. I don't remember. Not longest, but the other one. The one from Halo 1 that was remade into Halo 3, I think, and had treadmills instead of just being a hallway. I don't know. But I think it was your map that I was talking to you about that one in particular whenever I was talking about how to do that. I don't know, though. I don't remember anymore. It's so long ago. Because there was someone else also asking me about treadmills, and I was trying to come up with a way of doing it, and I told them the scripted one too, I think, or something, and so I'm very confusing. I've confused myself, but yeah. Let's see. How did these two things match up? Because that's what I want to know. Did I snap them together at all, or are they? Let's see. You can do that pretty easily. Proceeds to explain in math and meaning of light bulb. Yeah, so easy. It'll be so easy, yeah. Yeah, I can see how that could be a problem. Let's see. Okay, I think in this case, I could just redo this side too and snap it into there. And see how that looks, and if it looks good, I'll make them both like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah. And then, yeah, so I almost want to just like show you what I mean, but we're so strapped for time. I'm like, probably my ADHD brain is just sitting here going, okay, I'll just show you. Yeah, we have time. Your time. I'll just show you. What I mean. I'll just make a full working treadmill for you real quick, and that'll be great, right? And I'm like, no. At the same time, I'm having to tell myself, no. We don't have time right now. We can do that after the map. But yeah. That's what's going on inside my head, except without words, because I don't think with inner dialogue, I think with the abstract thoughts. So, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, that's what's going on in my head right now. But yeah, okay, so we've got these cool giant spotlights coming down. Creepy looking giant building. It's not finished. It's beginning to look like the... You know what else it kind of looks like? Hey, Will, I gotta say, man, you resurrected this map. I would have never gotten finished, so I'm eternally grateful and can't thank you enough. And now it's our map. Okay, that's cool. I will probably still keep calling it your map, and here's the reason why. Because the other one I'm working with Clin on, and so to me, in my head, that's Clin's map, and this is your map. And I know Clin has, because he went on vacation and stuff like that, and he may not even be doing Halo anymore, I'm not sure. He hasn't really been doing a whole lot of work on that map, and so it's like 99% of the work so far, or maybe 95% of the work so far has been me, and he's doing his scripting in a separate map, and I don't know how far he's gotten in it. But the point is that, yeah, maybe that's just my map over there right now because I've done most of the work, but in my head, that's still Clin's map, and this is still your map, because that's just how I subconsciously distinguish it. I have nothing holding these things to the building, and I don't know if I even want to attach anything. Like, just looking up and seeing them coming out of nowhere is kind of cool looking, actually. I don't know if I want to put them on anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's just like my subconscious, like, that's how I see the map. You know what I mean? But yeah. I get it though, It's definitely like our map at this point, but I still just like subconsciously am hung up on that. Being able to differentiate it. But yeah. I still don't know what I'm going to do to cap this off with. That's one thing I never thought of. Okay, you know what we want to do? I know what we want to do. Do y'all remember that other inspiration from yesterday? Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. So Colossus, yeah, I pulled up the map, by the way, and this was the original. I get it. Yeah, exactly. So, like, this is the one from Halo 2, just for anybody who wanted to see the map from Halo 2, who might watch this stream later, or who is in the stream now. I can't trust YouTube. It tells me there's only 2 people, and it might just be you 2 right now. And that's probably what it is, but I can never trust it. Like, Aaron could be in here, but because, like, his is in the background of his computer or whatever, it might just be like, yeah, he's not actually watching or something like that. It confuses me every time. I don't know how it decides. So, but yeah, this is the inspiration though. I think I might do this. Like, we already have the giant, like, camera looking or scanner looking thing, right? So what if we do in fact, we could even do it round in this case, which would be cool. I'm gonna grab this round piece right here. It's already black. Let's grab this one. I was like, where do I have a black round piece? I know there's one of them somewhere. And then we'll do this, and then do... Oh, what? No, this way. I'd say you've done more than my block out, honestly. Doing the art, lighting, and more. We definitely gotta redo spawns. Bot jumps, weapon balance, ideas, and more. Definitely been a project. Yeah, and actually that will be something that I think... Your weapon placement and equipment was perfect the way that the map was back then. Like, I felt like it was absolutely perfect. Like, if there was minor tweaks, you know what I mean, of like, running distances between points, but I wouldn't even be able to tell you the difference there. Like, what to do there. What I could do, like without, like, playing it way more. Darth Bane Kong is what that thing is, lol. Yeah, exactly. What I was thinking as far as that is concerned is I think you should go back and do the pass for yourself as far as placement goes. I think I need to turn this whole thing black because right now it's just the one surface, and I think because you seemed to have gotten a really good placement the first time through, and you may, like, if you want to replace them places, oh man, we have to get bots working, don't we? I don't know if the bots need to be working for the 4v4, but I think they do. So we need to make sure that all of these are actually in a good place before we publish too. And, like, redo the Nav-mesh based on the current build of it and everything. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. But anyway, that's more time. Our released version, our contest version, is not going to be our final version by a long shot. But yeah, okay. I could do that for sure. Good. Okay, so where is this thing located? Is this in the end? Yes, I think it is. So if I go 1, it'll actually center it. That's good. Okay, cool. Now what I'm gonna do is make it very wide so that it's shaped like that one that was in there, right? Actually, probably even wider than that. Now what I'm gonna do is I am then going to place it. Let me think. How to make this look like it's a window. We don't have to actually go inside this part of the building, so it can just look like a window without actually being a window. Or being just a stylized window. Still work pretty okay, but definitely needs improved, and I can definitely help with that. Cool. And I think that there's some stuff that we've tweaked enough, like, well, yeah, because you opened these up. Whenever you open this up, that's a major tweak to the map that will change, like, where weapons are. Like, this battle rifle probably is still in a good spot, but, like, maybe a weapon that's being targeted by the battle rifle needs to be adjusted now because that door is open, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I actually kind of like, you know what I think I just realized? This accomplishes what the original tunnel with the little platform is, while maintaining the open Halo 2 sort of style there. So you end up having the best of both worlds, and I kind of like that a lot. Obviously, I'd have to wait till it's close to finished. Yeah. I mean, you could hop in anytime I'm not in here and start messing around with, like, weapon placements, because we're getting close enough that you could probably predict what's going on with, like, our final version, you know what I mean? But yeah, still might be good to do that. That'll be up to you, just because we're so close to the release date. But it's also, I know it's kind of hard to know whenever I'm in here or not, because I don't always tell you. And then if we both get in at the same time, there's a chance it'll break the game map or something, because, or like make us lose our save, and we weren't really sure about that. So maybe, yeah, I understand why you don't always like want to hop in all the time. But yeah. Oh, why is it not doing it? I hate that. Okay, now I gotta drag this in to make it more. Whoops, I made it 60, but that's fine. Nope, it's still not. Oh, good, it is. Okay. Snap to that one, and then select this one, and then select that one last, and it makes it so that one works, and it kind of gets around that annoying snapping back. Okay. Let's see. Obviously, I'd have to wait till it's close to. Okay. The bots actually would jump down from the window, but I don't know if they jump back up. Yeah, it probably will auto-generate that jump because it's a decent enough, because it's perfect clamor height. So I think that the bot will, the Nav-mesh will probably auto-generate a jump there to use for clamor. Sometimes if it doesn't, you have to use one of the not this one, but the other kind that's like a jump guide. And like if they don't know, like you could theoretically tell them to jump to here and then jump to here. If those don't exist, we could actually tell them those jumps are really good, like a good path, and make them play the map better. So that's something we will want to do a pass on for sure. So if this is here, it's all, that's like a whole other layer, and I think we should just do simplified, like whatever the Nav-mesh says is probably what's gonna go the first time we do it. But yeah, I think that we'll eventually be able to figure that out. Let's see, this will be the inner one, I think. Is there a really thin curved piece? I don't think there is. This magnet's definitely a jump guide. Yeah. Oh, I figured it out. I know exactly what I'm gonna do up here. Yeah, check this out. Okay, I am going to make this here. I'm gonna show you the shape again. It's this shape here. I might actually make this its own thing. I wanted curved, window, curved, right? And then some brace work on there, and I wanted to put a light inside the window so you can tell it's a window and that there's like a room on the other side, kind of thing. Just think what the map will look like after the contest. For those magnets, definitely a jump guide. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I know I just said that exact same thing to you, but I'm just saying, I'm just making sure I didn't miss something, because I thought for a second that you had said something else. But yeah, okay, let's see. So this, watch this. Okay, I know how to do this. I think. That was way more than I meant to, and I did not mean for it to be any scale limitation. Here we go. Okay. So if I go like this, okay, and I widen it like that. No? Yes? Okay. The music just stopped, and it threw me off very heavily. It threw off my groove. Okay, so the idea is... Here's my thought. Let me turn the music back on, and I'll explain what I'm doing with this and how it's probably going to work. So, if I make this very, very tall, then there will be a gap between this part and that part. So if I set the black to... Not that part, the black. That was the green, actually. If I set this, the black part, metal dark, I think it is. Yeah, that's it. If I set the metal dark to emissive, then that will look like the room is lit up, right? I'll do 400 emissive so it's not too dark or too bright. But okay, and we will make it like a blue so that it looks like a... We'll do Oni Periwinkle. That just looks white. Okay, we'll have to go with a blue. That looks kind of like the Periwinkle itself, actually. All on set. Does your wife like watching you forge? No, she thinks it's terribly boring. I think she does actually chime into this stream sometimes, though. She's actually behind me right now. I think she chimes into the stream she like jumps into the stream sometimes, but not all the time. Okay, so we're gonna use this to sort of make a clean curve. She's like, how do your viewers think it's interesting? I don't understand. But yes. So let's see. I think that if we go here, that's kind of close to what it was supposed to be like, but I think I'm losing the focus here. Let's see. I want to have as close to that curve. Oh right, it needs to be raised up. That's what I'm doing wrong. It needs to be higher than that part, and then I need to do. Tell her I said hello. Okay, he says hello. It's Ripshade, by the way. Okay, let's see. Snap there, and then we'll bring it back up. There we go. That'll work. And let's see. And then we will grab some glass. As dark glass as we can. This is terrible glass to choose because it's really big, and I'm gonna have to scale it all the way back down. Let's see. Okay, so now there, all done. Perfect. No, now I'm gonna clip it in until it shades the light, but doesn't shade. Hopefully this works, but doesn't shade the what do you call it? The framework. Okay. Maybe that works. We'll see. Maybe it just looks like darker light. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just like, that is a cool way though to keep in mind on my way to maybe this isn't gonna work, but it is a cool thing to keep in mind for how to do you know, until you're saving Halo one piece at a time, right? Hopefully then we won't lose. I hope they don't lose all their player base, because I'm enjoying the game and I like playing, and I want to play online with those players, so I don't want them to disappear. But yeah. Oh man, there's pipes on here? That's cool. I didn't really look close at it and didn't realize there's some down here. I think I need to do this differently. I thought this was a really clever thing that popped in my head. The glass... Let's see, the framework is going to be hidden, right? Yeah. So I was going to cover all of this up with another one of these, basically. That's what I was thinking, just barely clip it through like that. And just have the thin frame with the light inside, because the problem is this is so thick. That was what I was trying to solve. But the problem is that I'm now struggling with... Okay, cool, this one actually scales correctly. I mean, not cool. I was kind of hoping it would scale reverse so I could just scale it, but there we go. Scale it up, and then flip it back over. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that kind of gets us our shape that we're looking for there, almost. My main concern, we have to put a lot of different pieces of glass as we curve around this. My main concern is, though, at this point, that it's not really doing exactly what I want. It just kind of looks like a glowing panel of light. You know what I mean? I was really hoping it would look like a door, like a window. So, what if... Okay. What if we did the curve and then a straight? Like, what if we did a... There are some... Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I guess primitives, Halo design set. We'll do... Let's just grab these. These are perfect. So they're already correctly colored and everything like that. And I suddenly was having a problem with my... like, coughing. But yeah, okay. So this... We'll do it this way. We'll the expensive way, I guess. Okay. I apparently need more water, and I have run out. Let's see. So, really thin panel, raised up. I think that what we'll do instead is do a... Maybe the whole thing should be more hexagonal or something like that, but I'm thinking not 45, but snap it to here. Why does that thing feel like a Final Fantasy boss that's just gonna attack? That's gonna attack me. Well, exactly, right? That's the point. You know, Oni is ominous and scary. So we want their building to be ominous and scary. Which is kind of how they are in ODST as well. Man, my voice is like going out or something. All of a sudden. Oh, it's probably because I woke up at 7 this morning. Yeah, that'll be it. That'll do it. Okay. Let's see, we'll do a drastically sharper curve. And maybe shrink this one a bit. Not too much, but a little bit. And actually redo it. Redo the next one. Do 2 of them that way. There we go. To make it a little sharper. It'll feel like it's slowly getting more and more like the curvature of this one, which is slowly getting sharper and sharper. And I think we actually wanted it to meet there. Actually, I kind of like it wider. I might make this whole thing wider. Go all the way out to there, you know? And then that way, it'll be as wide as the armor shroud out here, which might be pretty cool. So... Let's see. Let's go there. Okay, and let's see what that's from below, how that looks. Excuse me. I like that. I don't know about you guys. Let's see. Why? Oh yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. And then let's see how this looks. And the reason I want to do this is that I want to put an actual light object inside of it now. I want to see how that looks in the end. That's why I'm redoing it and making it... I kind of like the idea of making the glass wrap around underneath. It seems a little weird, but if this bottom of this panel was still part of the glass, it might be cool. See, what if Oni were just the precursors or forerunners, human hybrid, lol, like the lizards people conspiracy? That would be pretty hilarious. I don't remember if I've talked about this on stream, or at least if I talked about this on stream since you joined the stream. Maybe before you did. But I always wished that, like, I was really hoping that Halo 5, you know, introducing Cortana and all that stuff. I don't know why that got all adjusted weird. Oh wait, I think that's a server lag issue that happens sometimes. I think that fixes. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, okay, so Cortana with the banished, right? Or so Cortana with the not the banished, the created. And then there's the aside from Cortana, there was something before her called the Assembly. And the Assembly were AIs in Halo Reach that had, like, you know, assembled, that had gotten together and were like, hey, let's see, what's a good one? This is a good light, that'll work pretty well. I'll grab, should I just grab the original, or is it still prefabbed as well? Good, it's not a prefab. Okay, we'll grab this one. Okay, so basically, the Assembly is a bunch of AIs that had gotten together. They referred to humanity as their creators, and they said they considered themselves caretakers of humanity. I did not mean to have the giant light rays, but okay. Like the smoke coming down, but maybe. I don't know. We'll see about that. And the cool thing about it was basically that I thought that Cortana was going to basically try to take over humanity, and then the Assembly was going to try to resist her and end up fighting with humanity against the created as like AI versus AI, which makes sense because if Cortana is as powerful as she is, there's no way humanity was ever going to beat her. But if there were AIs versus Cortana, which they ended up doing with the weapon, then it makes sense, it works, But so I was thinking that basically that they were going to have some kind of thing like that with those. And I thought that I also figured that if you think about it in this is a weird one. This is a weird tie-in, but in I Love Bees, right? In I Love Bees, they introduced the AI Melissa? Not Miranda, Melissa? Maybe? I forget. And I was thinking that she might end up being, that'd be really cool if she had turned out to be something like, the original, the reason the Assembly had gotten together in the first place, because she time travels, and there's all sorts of shenanigans in that happen, and it would just be kind of cool if it had turned out that she, she was kind of responsible for all that. But it's just that's all like me going all the way back to Halo 2's marketing campaign, so I don't think that was ever going to be the case. But yeah. But they did, whenever Halo Infinite was being revealed, and they were talking about, and they showed off, what's her name, who I theorized to be Sergeant Johnson's relative of some kind, probably granddaughter, then, I was, at that time, I was, like, really excited to see that, and I was thinking maybe they were going to go back to having the created, not the created, the, what do you call it, the Assembly, and they were gonna, do all that, but it turned out to not be the case. So I was like, oh well, so much for my predictions, or my guesses, really, because they weren't really predictions. They're more like, yeah, I don't think this is gonna be the case, but who knows. That was whenever I was on Reddit talking all about those theories. Let's see. This one, thinner. I don't know much about the lore, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, and it's a lot of lore to know about, you know what I mean? I've actually, I haven't read any of the novels in a while. So, I've lost track of a lot of the lore. I think I almost finished the third of the Forerunner trilogy. And that was the last book I was reading. But I do own that one, and then 2 or 3 others after that I bought, but just never read afterward. It was it's kind of lame to not finish them all, but whatever. Okay, so this could be centered and work out pretty well. But I think, let's see. Do I want to just stretch it over? I think I kind of do. I think that might be the case. It might be the best bet. If I just go all the way over to the center. Let's see, which would be this one. We'll go 20. That's still not there. Let's keep going. I think it's around here-ish. Actually, wait. Its current position on the x-axis would be 23.47. That's my width. That's what I need to be. Because I wanted to go back to the 0. Oh, wait, no. It needs to be 22. Because I need to deduct 1 from it. 22. There we go. Perfect. That should be perfectly aligned in the middle. Very nice. And then I can grab that one and stick it into this glass as its size. Did it just not do... Oh, did I do the wrong one? Yeah, it's supposed to be this one. There we go. And then it snaps there. But yeah. I had some really weird thoughts about the lore, basically. Yeah. Man, I have... Like, I can't wait until the AI is added. The maps I'm going to make are going to be completely different whenever they add AI. Oh, no, that's not the one I want to do. Oof. I don't know if it's going to snap back into place now. Well, we're going to find out. Oh, wait, I can just do this. I can do this. One, boom, there. Forgot about that. After the campaign AI comes out and I start making like campaign maps, I think that's going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. I can't wait to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think that is... I think I need to go back on the Y. Here we go. And try to basically line them up here. Were the books good? Yeah, they were pretty good. I liked them. I especially liked the earlier ones. Specifically, I'll put it to you this way. Any of them... Where are my books? Oh, they're all the way up here. After we moved, I still haven't really organized them correctly. Any of them written by Eric Nyland. Every single one of those is amazing. I really liked Joseph Staten's. He made one of them. I think it was bumped to the mic, sorry. There are a couple of the newer ones that I really liked the writers. I think it was it the Thursday War? Whichever one had Grey Team in it. I liked that one a lot. I thought that was really cool. And I did like the Forerunner trilogy with Greg Bear. So yeah, they do have some really good ones. But yeah, I would say, let's see, William C. Dietz, the guy who made the novelization of the first one, is probably, and not because of himself, I've actually seen him do an interview talking about the process of making it. It's probably the weakest of the novels that I've read, because it was, while it did introduce a lot of cool stuff to the lore of Halo 1, it was also kind of just like, you know, just a novelization of Halo 1. That is going to be awesome. I like a mode that's like a dungeon crawler, like kill all enemies, complete and the objective, and kill bosses to advance. They really missed out with Forge. Yes, they did. Yeah, no, I think that'll be really cool. I think that's probably gonna be one of the first things that people start making, and I can't wait for that too, because that's gonna be amazing. I wanted to make a campaign of my own, basically, and the idea is to answer essentially what happened to George. What happened to George on the other side of that slipspace field? And because according to the lore, he is not dead from that. Like, there's no way he would be necessarily dead from that. He would he could emerge out of slipspace in the middle of a star, so he could very well be dead, but he's not necessarily dead. So yeah, I don't know if I've talked about it while you were on stream though, but yeah, they could have had Nightfall-like missions with daily and weekly rewards. Imagine getting skins for multiplayer that were very hard to get in free-for-all. That would be really cool. It would also be really cool just in general to be able to like gain experience points by doing that, by playing that mode. That just brought it all the way down there because it was upside down by comparison. Okay, there we go. So that time I had to like do all X, Y, Z to get that one to do it. That's what I try to avoid whenever I try and do all that whole like snapping and copying and stuff like that. George didn't die from that bomb? No, he actually wouldn't have, because it's not a bomb. As Kat put it, we're going to use a slipspace portal in lieu of the bomb we don't have. We're going to use it. She's like, he says, "What do you have in mind?" She says, "One, our what we have, our equipment is one slipspace drive in lieu of the bomb we don't have." Firefight, I mean with free-for-all. Oh, firefight with FF, not free-for-all. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, so basically what happened is, in Eric Nyland's kind of, from what I understand, back whenever Halo was first being made, they had no intention of explaining any of the space flight stuff necessarily. Halo 1 was going to have the ship, the Pillar of Autumn, but it wasn't going to like explain any kind of lore. They weren't planning on, they hadn't actually created it necessarily. As far as I'm aware, from what I've heard in interviews, Eric Nyland invented the concept of slip space for, as far as Halo is concerned, and created the rules of it, of how it works originally. And then they've been basically going off that ever since. He was literally supposedly the progenitor of the concept and everything. Okay, this definitely did not rotate to the correct angle, and I'm kind of confused. But it seems to be right over there. But yeah, anyway. So the way slip space works is you create a black hole. After you create your black, and he's a hard sci-fi writer, by the way. That he's probably responsible for a lot of the hard sci-fi elements of Halo, outside of like the few things that are sort of hinted at in the games. Anyway, so he does like really good stuff. Oh, I loved how weighty old Halo and militaristic Halo felt, especially Reach. Yeah, exactly. So, and basically what he did was, okay, what do you call it? Slip space, basically how it works is you open a black hole. After you open you make a tiny like black hole, like the size of, I think, of a quarter, roughly, in diameter. Oh, you're still on. I am. Yep. You're back. I know you're probably playing that Star Wars game, so you're probably very distracted. Like very you have something to do. So yeah. Let's see. I got off early to play Survivor. Yeah, I figured. But yes, I am still on. Jesus, 2 o'clock. I didn't even realize that. I lost track of time. I might need to get off soon. Who knows? But we're trying to meet this deadline on this map, so we're doing good work. But yeah, I went collectible hunting. Nice. How far did you get all of the? You said earlier that you might 100% it or something like that. Or no, you said you'd get 1,000 points by the end. I forgot exactly what you said. Did you get those points? Basically, is what I was going to ask you. I probably could have just rotated that around completely with a 180 or something. But yeah. But yeah. So basically, you create a black hole. After you create your black hole, right? You then proceed to use what is called the Shaw Fujikawa Slip Space Engine, which was named and created, I'm pretty sure, by Eric Nyland. And then and what it does is it takes that black hole and it pulls it open, effectively turning it into a wormhole. Except the way that it works in Halo is once you open it up like that, it creates a portal into a area of space that is not real space. And let's see, time flies when you're on a crunch, lol. Exactly. And so whenever you're not in real space anymore, like you're outside of space-time, and you have to then proceed to re-enter space-time, or else slip space will rip you to shreds, just completely kill you. And basically what happened is that George would be alive. He would be in slip space, or he would have entered slip space through the portal. And what Eric Nyland wrote in the very first Halo novel was that when you enter slip space, if you don't have a trajectory, a destination solution already set into your slip space drive, you will come out in a random location in the entire galaxy, possibly even outside the galaxy, up to a distance predicted by their mathematics of roughly the diameter of the galaxy. So 100 light years away from the galaxy is like within the parameters of accidentally turning on your drive and turning it back off without knowing without having a destination solution put in. And the way that works is you put in where you're located in space-time, when you enter, the amount of time you're in slip space, and the angle at which you enter, like where you're located, the angle you enter, and then how long you're in slip space, all determine where you're going to come out. Effectively, you enter slip space, and it's like a yarn ball around the galaxy. It's like a one-dimensional direction, twisting, like looping around the galaxy at random, like this. And you travel through it so fast because it has no space time. It's a zero space time. It's a one-dimensional space, dimension, like area of space. You loop around it really, really fast, and then you turn off your engine and you fall out of it. And wherever you fall out of it, you can calculate where you'll come out based on, you can't see in there because there's no space to detect. There's no light, there's no sound, there's nothing to detect at all. So all you can do is go, okay, I think I am here whenever we come out. According to my math, we'll come out and we'll be alive and we'll be here. And so basically that's what George did was he didn't have a solution. He grabbed a third of that other ship and his entire Corvette, went into slip space on like that, went into slip space with no firing solution so that it would grab a chunk of that other cruiser with it and bring it with it. And in doing so, launch them to a random location in space. With a firing solution, they would be able to potentially have their safety mechanisms in the cruisers and stuff like that to counteract that and make it to where he can't rip a chunk out of their ship. So that's basically what he did. And I have a cool idea for a story based on where he might have wound up by doing a random jump like that, basically. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to make. But yeah. Okay, you said, Aaron, trying to find this rock scattered around the map, and I need like 11 more. Oh, wow. Finding rocks sounds riveting. So then now you've got this. Maybe you can kind of see those a little too much. I'm going to put them further back and maybe put some... you know what I'm going to do? I don't know if that was just too much lore dump and very boring, but yeah, it's kind of a passion project I have that I want to write. But yeah. Let's see. I think I can set up... Let's see. They are highlighted on the map. Oh, that's good. That's very good because, yeah. Okay, so I think what I want to do is a mist, I think. No, maybe I did the wrong thing with these lights. I think what I want to do is actually drag them back into the room. I just realized I can just set one of them, turn it off of being a spotlight, put it into a point light, and that will light up the walls and also the ceiling in there and look like a room that's lit up without it being an actual, thing. And then I just I can delete these again, I think. No, maybe I should put these on, do the same thing with these so that's evenly distributed. Yeah, now the wall's all evenly lit up. And then I can turn off the cone. Alright, and then put a roof on it, basically. Okay, and then I can make this match. Let's see. I think I'm going to need to get going soon because I did not realize what time it was getting. It is getting super late. Aaron's like, oh, you're still on? And I'm like, yeah, actually, you're right. I need to get going. Oh, boy. That's not what I want to do. You want apple? But that's not an apple. Oh, that's a bag of apples. Oh, okay. I couldn't actually see the rest of the bag. You want an actual apple. Okay. Here you go, buddy. Alrighty. There you go. Okay, so let's see. I think we want to This actually worked out surprisingly well, right here. Let's see, let's come back in here and go a little bit flatter. Well, I thought it was going to work out well, but it seems like it's wanting to not work out well. I'm going to go ahead and tilt this. No, that's not what I meant to do. On object, rotation, put it to the middle. Duplicate it, tilt it, and snap it into itself. And we will... Oh, yeah, that's that weird thing. Okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, here we go. And then nope. Duplicate upward, please. And snap it in. And since no one's gonna see this, it's too high up. It doesn't have to look especially good. Let's see. But I may have to scale them down a little shorter, but other than that, it doesn't have to be super great. Because you're not going to see it from down here. Yeah. Just needs to be a roof. In fact, I could even just have them all flat. I might just do that. Let me go all the way flat and just do it that way. That way it won't matter what size they are. Let's see. And then we need this. I do have a question, actually. If you're still around, Ripshade, are you planning on getting the books? Because like I said, they are pretty good. I like them. Definitely worth a read. I think basically the reason that I didn't read anymore after the start of the Forerunner trilogy, or I mean the 3 of the Forerunner trilogy. Like I said, I think I got like halfway through or 2/3 of the way through the last one. But I think the reason I stopped was actually because of Halo 5. 100%. That was the reason why I stopped reading them, even though they were still coming out and I was even still buying some of them. I just wasn't interested in reading them at the time. And I was just like, yeah. I was like, Halo 5's plot, kind of meh. I don't think I'm going to worry about them too much. You know? Even though I had read every single other one, I was like, yeah, I don't care. But at least it's gotten better with Halo Infinite, though. At least in my opinion. Okay, so here we go there. Now we will have a roof for those lights to shine off of. And you'll sort of be able to see it. Let's see how well it lights up. Okay, we need that room to be... I'm thinking... okay, did I not set them to periwinkle? I thought I did. Why are they yellow again? Didn't I set these to a bluish color? Like this one or something? Oh, there we go. Oh, no, that's right. That was that other thing. That was the emissive object earlier. Now I just want to select all of these... and all of these. Oh, I missed a block on this end. But anyway, and then set... I need to turn off all of this damages on them. They have way too much of it. Let's go 0.2. And scratch them out. We'll do... I mean, we can probably leave the scratch them out there. And that way it will light up the room from below and look a little bit nicer. What's the lack of glow from the middle one? Interesting. Not sure why. Okay, we'll figure that out in a second. Okay. Okay. One of these is not snapped in right. Oh, several of them are not snapped in right. You know, I tried to make a, what do you call it? the keys, the mission keys in Halo 1. I tried to make that into StarCraft 1 a long time ago. That one was a weird one. That was quite a project that I never finished. I made like most of the map. It was actually kind of cool, but not really. Let's see. Let's go straight to 10 here, and cast static shadows off. Why? Light range. Let's go 200. Let's see what that looks like from below. Why is that not working? Oh, do I need like a emissive object? Oh, I just realized, where is our emissive object? Uh-oh. Hey, Ripshade, there's a piece of the puzzle that I've got to solve real quick that we didn't do yet. Spheres. Primitive sphere. Let's see, set that to reflective on, just so we know where it is. I mean, it doesn't have to be a super... In fact, you know what? We're in the dark. This is super dark. Let's go ahead and turn this to a full-blown emissive object texture. Okay, there we go. And we're going to go to... so we can find it again in a second. Position 0. 0. Oh, sorry, no. Z is, I think, 1000. And X is 0. Okay, so that is our generic emissive. You know, if we bake, what do you call it? Reflections. This is where it's going to bake them from, and that's kind of, yeah. So it kind of looks like a microscope now, doesn't it? But yeah, okay. So if we, yeah, so basically, I think it's 1000, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check it with you know, Ocom. I not necessarily have to ask him. I'm sure he just doesn't want to have to tell me again. But the it's a, like, you know, I can basically just go check his map or check one of my other maps where it's set up. But yeah, okay, that's cool. That's a good spot to be a reflection, I guess. It'll get a bunch of, like, you know, interesting lights and stuff like that pulled, but we'll just leave that there for now. And it'll look like a star from below if we end up forgetting it's there. But yeah. Okay, so now we gotta work out this stuff. I'm thinking that what we do is, this is a wall standard. Let's go ahead and just duplicate this piece. Why is this at an angle like this? I want to say it was supposed to be... Okay, what happened here? I think something weird happened with this on a 45 degree? No. 15 degree angle. I have no idea what's going wrong with this thing. I thought this was another piece. I thought this was like that, but maybe it was supposed to be like sloped. Like that. I don't remember placing this here. I don't remember what I did whenever I placed this here. So we're just going to reset the rotation. And then we're going to snap this to the middle, because there was a snapping point in the middle there. That works. And let's see. I thought there was. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. And then we go this way a bit. Oh no, that's right. I have lights in there. I can't just eat the lights up. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go with the... Oh wait, where's that one? That's cool. That'll work. Don't know why it wasn't grabbing that one before. I was trying to find that one. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, almost done. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. X on the X-axis. I kind of want to leave that lip panel there like that. That looks kind of cool, in my opinion. And I may get rid of it later by scaling it right all the way up to it, but oop. Oh, I'm on position. Oh my gosh. That was dumb. I thought I was on scale. Okay. I think I'm clearly getting a little bit burned. Not burned out, but burned out for today. Or for a little bit, for like an hour or two. I need to figure out... let's see. Okay, that's the other side. Yeah, let's flip this over. And that's... I had it flipped over the right way, and then I flipped it over again just now. Okay, let's see. Let's put this all the way up to here. And then we will move it on the y-axis this direction until it maybe touches the edge of this roof. And then on the bottom, we'll figure something else out. Although I think that first things first is we are going to, yeah, it's definitely one of those, so I gotta flip it over and scale it reverse until we get down to nicely around right there. Looks good. Okay. Okay, that is set on a thing, so this must not be. There we go. Alright. So one gigantic block of room with an overlooking lit up chamber up there, which still has its lights, but only barely. I need to adjust those lights locations because we don't want to. Let's see. Okay, the Y position. We can bump them both on the Y position. That should keep them both aligned. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now the weird thing is this one. I don't understand why this one's not working as well as those. Maybe that's what it needs to do, but... yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I do think that maybe these need to come down farther. And the reason is that they have more... They can... Oh, you know what they probably both all need? Okay, hold on. Let me get this new Z and give it to the others. Vertical. Let's see. Just snap it to here. Copy it and go over here. And over to here. And then Control V. And then what I want to do is select all three of them and actually, I don't remember exactly what I've got them set to, but I think I need to change the conical shape. So I just realized that what's probably the reason they're being held back in their visual distinctiveness through there is that I bet I have it. Yeah, source size. Oh, there is no cone, right? Because they're on point now. Okay, never mind then. Source size could be affecting it in some way, but I don't think so. I'm just not sure why... What exactly is going on with this? Oh, I do... I don't think I want any kind of flicker or anything like that. And then point, yeah, all of this is good. And I think that should work. I'm not sure why the sides are lighting up better than the front. Like, why isn't the roof being lit up enough to bounce down here? Is it just a bad reflection volume, or lack of reflection volume that's doing it? Because I might need to put a reflection volume in here if I want this to work. Like, these pieces might need to be like mirror shine, you know what I mean? Is this even set to metallic? I think so. Force on. I think so. Yeah. That's all definitely metallic. You know what it might be? Ah, grime layer and stuff. That might be ruining my metallic effect. Okay, let's grab all of these. And all of these. I had reduced it to 20 or whatever. I think I need to bring it all the way down to 0. 0, 0. And then that might make it a little bit more shiny. A little bit easier to spot the light up there. But, you know, it kind of gets the light, but it's just a little bit iffy. Maybe I need to make this lighter glass or something, but I really just am wondering why in the world. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put another light in here. Bring it up. Point it at the ceiling. Like this. And switch it to cone. Spotlight. Put this one at like 60. And maxed out on angle. And see what that looks like through here. Nope, it's still not visible. I don't know what's happening. I'm very confused. Oh, you know what it is? I think I know what it is. It not only needs to be doing this, but it also needs to be back here so that it reflects like a... Okay. It's gotta be like playing pool. Wait, was there a little bit of blue there for a second? Oh, gosh, I just don't know. Can't seem to get this thing to angle correctly. You're practically right beneath it, so I guess I need to put it here and then angle it almost straight up. Let's see if that is what we're doing. What's going on? No, that doesn't seem to want to do it either. Oh well. I guess that second light isn't going to do the thing I wanted to do, but and I'm not sure what's going on up there at all, but we'll see. At least it's working on the sides, and it's kind of working in this part. I almost want to leave this part open, because from down here, it actually looks kind of cool with the rafters and stuff like that. Looks pretty nifty, as they say. And now I need something to connect these two, or just leave them floating. I'm not sure, but yeah. I think I also need to get some of the scratches out of these, because these pieces are so heavily protected that there's no way they would be scratched up by some kind of like incoming asteroid. So I'm thinking 0 on scratches and 0.2 on dirt, on grime layer. Be really dark there. And then I need some straightaway pipes, which I think these are default scale for the diameter, and I just need it to be the smallest scale anyway, because I just need some default straight pipes to snap to these. There we go, because this... Oh right, this needs to go that direction. Oh, yeah, this way. And that one needs to be there, and one over here. And I might need to scale them a bit to really get the correct effect. Like, specifically this one, and the one on the opposite side in the same spot. Right here. But yeah. It's looking good so far. I kind of feel like... What is it doing? That is... None of that was right. I kept switching my location. Now I see. Now it's working. Okay. So if we go to middle here, kind of like that effect. Like this, where that pipe is sort of going into it. Let's go with that one though. Yeah, there we go. Was that what I did here? I did do the back one. Okay, cool. So from down here, I just saved it twice in a row. From down here, what it's going to look like right now is Big, ominous machinery. I would like to put some... Let's see. Yeah, that looks very nice. I think. And then... Oh, you know what we should do? Put more of these here to create a sort of thing here. And then later, I mean, maybe even now, I don't know. That might be the very next thing I do. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or not, but... Oh wow, I didn't mean to put it at an angle. I meant to go straight up, but that actually looks cool. I like that. So, what I'm thinking is, I started getting a shroud angle here. I think that this is a great example of where I would want to bring it to. Like, bring it up to there. Oh wait, that's right, the spine. I almost forgot about the spine. So I almost buried it. Okay, so basically this is what we're doing here. And then put another one inside of that. And we can get it to be a little bit smaller. And a little bit wider. And center it again. So the pipes can go into something. And then, is this one going to be... Is this, I just did this a second ago for this one. It is, in fact, upside down. As far as that is concerned, it's got reverse scaling. And then what I can do is have this come to like here. And then have angled pieces coming out, I believe. Maybe? I might need to just make this shorter and have angles up here. Anyway, oh, we are getting really late. Really, really late. Gotta save it twice, just to be sure. We got lots of stuff done. Like ridiculous amounts of stuff done today. And I'm probably going to keep working on it off stream too. So it's going to be pretty cool. Oof. Neck popping. Okay, and then out here, we got these things going. Yeah. Okay, anyway. That's probably what I'm going to keep going down that spine until I've got a really cool shape going with the pipes and all that stuff. And that's what I'm going to do off stream today. And it's going to make the, it's going to dwarf the, you know, the UNSC building and end up making it look like, you know, super ominous. Oni nonsense. But yes, okay. We got a little bit slowed down at the end because I woke up way too early this morning and I got really tired, and so I just kind of like stopped talking. But yeah. Yeah, so I think it's going good. I think I might end the stream right now. And Aaron, if you're the one who's still in here, just gonna say later, Aaron. I don't think that it's Ripshade because I asked him a question earlier. He didn't say anything, and he probably just got off work or something like that, or is having to do work at his job. So, you know, yeah, probably not him. But it says there's one person in here, and so I was gonna say later. I'll catch you later.